What do you know? Another episode. I am back. You are also back because that means you're listening to this. And I have another exciting guest, as always. And that's because today's guest is Zach Hiebert. He is a 25-year-old filmmaker who grew up on the west side of Norfolk County. Growing up on a farm in the county's underdog region of Port Rowan has shaped his work ethic, but it was really a marketing internship at 19 that sparked his passion for videography. Since shooting his first wedding in 2019, he's created himself a full-time freelance career, constantly looking for new ways to improve his craft. Now based in Kitchener with his wife Alexa, he has his sights set on the luxury wedding market, bringing his creative storytelling to a higher tier of filmmaking. Being a Christian is Zach's most important aspect of his life and drives his worldview and purpose. I myself am not religious, but I've built this beautiful relationship with Zach over the years, just based on mutual respect and our shared passion for filmmaking. A perfect example of how two different belief systems can coexist with one another. Something that is very rare nowadays and greatly needed in the world. Here is Zach Hiebert.
Hey you, you're listening to Just Drew, Just Drew, Just Drew.
Okay, ready? Nice. This is great. Nice.
Perfect.
And then like even you can send it to or just post it and tag me and I'll share it.
Sounds
Cheers,
good.
man.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty good. It's growing on me. I like
Cheers.
I'm a big fan of like Aperol.
Yep. What's that, Aperol?
It's like an orangey bitter liquor.
Oh, okay.
That's that one that bright one up there, Aperol.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You might have seen it at weddings, but the big thing is Aperol spritzes.
Gotcha.
It's like this like beautiful like glowing orange drink, and what they do is I think it's Aperol and champagne.
Oh, okay.
Or sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they put like a lemon twist or an orange twist on top. It's like it's a big wedding cocktail to do in the summertime.
Yeah. Well, this is great. Drink tastes great. I love this idea. How did you think of it? Like to do for drinks? Yeah.
Oh, drinks?
Yeah.
It always interested me, and I always loved bartending and making cocktails for friends when they came over at parties. And like, if I go to a party, I'll bring like a 6-pack of beer, but also I might have a little kit with me, and I'll just like make margaritas or something.
Right. Yeah.
And it's always different when you're at parties because people are just drinking either like a seltzer or a beer or like a vodka, so something pre-made in a can. Like, nobody's ever like, you're at a party and you're you're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
So you haven't seen it on a podcast before, like this?
I'm sure it's a thing. Not
Oh,
personally.
okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Like people drink on podcasts, but
like I haven't listened to every episode, but a couple of times I've binged through, and I remember being like, can't wait to see what the drink is for the next episode. So it's like a good hook.
Yeah. It like for the first, I don't know, maybe 20 to 25 episodes, I was like making it like a part of the episode, and I was doing the video.
Right.
I would take the professional.
Yeah.
And it was great, and I loved it, and I was using the little voiceover narrator thing, but it just became sort of like the reason the episodes weren't going out is because I was trying to find time to film that.
Yes, yeah.
As opposed to just like, the intro's recorded, the podcast is recorded, it's edited, it's ready to go, but I haven't found the time to spend 2 hours on that video for a cocktail.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I had to cut it out.
Right, yeah.
So I still make it like a part of the thing, and then, the guest still gets like this cocktail that's sort of customized around them, which is cool, but then
let it be known even without the intro, this is a good cocktail.
Right?
Good job.
So I mean, I'm still like keeping tracks of all the drinks I make for each guest, and then I don't know, maybe I'll do something with it later,
right?
Or like come out with a not a cookbook, but like a cocktail book, or I don't know.
Yeah,
you could do anything with it.
Then you have a QR code to each podcast episode for all the flavors.
Yeah. See, there we go. There's lots you can do with it. So But it's still like a theme, I'd say. It's
Right,
just not, like,
absolutely.
the major theme anymore.
Hmm.
Plus, I figured maybe not everyone's not into that, but they want to listen to the episode. But now they got to listen to me talk about a drink for 2-3 minutes.
Yes.
Maybe they don't want that.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, if people are interested, maybe I can make it like a separate thing they can go and look for.
Right.
Like, oh, I wonder what drink that is. I'll go to
bonus content.
bonus content.
Yeah. You kind of make a whole world surrounding your podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
But it would be cool to, like, once I have an actual studio, like once this is sort of separated from my home life,
Yeah.
to like have it attached to some kind of bar or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Are
that
you still planning on doing things with the garage, that separate like shop area behind your house?
it was too expensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was working with the contractor that was actually fixing my house
Right.
after the fire. And I said, hey, you know, could you also, you know, flip this? And he said,
Right.
yeah, for sure. But like, let me sort of survey it and see
Yeah.
how much it's going to cost. And it turns out the previous owner put the roofing on. It's metal, which is great, but
Yeah.
they just drilled right through it
Right.
to put it onto the roof.
Yeah.
So there's like screws going completely through the roof.
Oh, dang.
So they would have to redo the entire roof,
Right. Yeah.
and then insulation,
Yeah.
and then what else? Electrical.
Mm,
So it adds up.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
So in like your future dream studio, where do you imagine that being then?
I'd say not where I live.
Gotcha. Yeah.
At a minimum.
Find a site somewhere.
Yeah,
That'd be hard in Norfolk.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be so cool though to like in Simcoe or something there's like a building that's a
Mhm.
studio. And then would you ever think about having it where it's your studio but you also let people rent it out?
It's crossed my mind.
Gotcha.
The only thing about renting it out is it's the look of it sort of branded around my podcast.
Yeah.
And so if I rented the exact same space out, the look, speaking of look, I got to turn the lights on behind you because when I forget, it drives me nuts.
Oh,
Give
okay.
me 2 seconds, everybody.
No worries.
Well, it's just like when I have a co-host, we sort of divide the mental load
Yeah.
to prep and get things ready. And then when
Right.
I don't have a co-host, I'm like, oh, I have to make sure this is running, this is going, and then I
Yeah.
forget to plug the lights in behind you, or I forget to put the light on behind me, or
Oh, that's sick. That's like my hair light. I love that.
yeah. I don't know. I was going through episodes and I couldn't figure out. I'm like, something's missing. Like it looks
Yep.
bland. And then I was like, oh, backlighting or some, like literally anything,
Yeah.
anything to grab onto visually.
Right.
And then Ashley bought me that little neon sign there, and then I added the incandescent bulb behind you.
Nice. That's great.
Yes,
Huh?
the nice looking orange, not the sickly blue LED that a lot of people don't like. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse just released a video about that.
did you watch
LEDs.
it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I know that's like doing really well, I think, for most of his videos, like sticking out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's man, this is starting to taste like a blue freezy. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry to get distracted there.
It's okay.
You know, squirrel. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's an interesting take on LED lights
Yeah.
and just sort of like the quality. Because I think the standard still, at least when I was working on sets a lot, is what's the term? It's like HMIs or whatever.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like a incandescent bulb mixed with a gas.
Gotcha.
And or there's this other one that's just like essentially like a really high voltage current, and it's just reflecting into this light and kicking out tons of lumens, which is like the strength of the light.
Right.
But
So did LEDs take over because they're more efficient? Like for lighting, you need a lot of light.
a lot of light. Yeah.
So you said that one was with gas. It's like what they did before to.
See, this is where the co-host. This is where it hurts. This is where it hurts because we're like, oh, it's this.
Yes. Yeah.
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 And my phone's over there, so
Yeah. But I want to learn more about that. I just saw a post on Instagram that's been going viral showing Los Angeles before and after LED street lamps. It's like
Yeah.
a huge difference.
the
Yeah.
sodium vapor. That's what they were
Oh,
called. So the
yeah.
sodium vapor would like, yeah, it's more of like a. Or I think if the sodium vapor lives too long, it starts to go green. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But initially, it's like that orangey stuff you remember
For
growing up as
non-LEDs,
kids.
they don't last then.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember like when the sodium vapors start to go, they go like this like sickly, matrixy kind of greenish
Right.
hue.
Right.
But yeah, well, because so essentially all the color temperature is changing
Yeah.
in all the city lights.
Right.
Because they're going from that orange to this like whitish blue.
Right. Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is not better.
No. Yeah.
Or the new cars, like it's almost hard to see when they're coming at you.
Right.
The newer
Yeah.
cars with
Yeah.
the bright,
Oh yeah.
sort of just pure white.
It's like they don't even have their brights on, but it looks like their brights are on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of like people's issue on sets with LEDs. Although, like, what's his face? He's the cinematographer for Dune and a lot of big.
Denis
Greg Fraser?
Villeneuve.
Well, that's the
the director. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Don't tell me to pronounce his name. Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve.
Oh yes.
Well,
yeah.
like if you say it in French, it's like Denis Villeneuve.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
He's from Montreal. He's Canadian, right?
Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, he has an interesting sort of history as a filmmaker because that's what I like about filmmaking, or like filmmakers, I should say, in general, is how different the background is of each filmmaker.
Yeah.
And how there's just isn't one path
right
to get there.
Yeah.
Which is very encouraging, I think, because, even those guys are outliers. Like most people are never going to be a million, you're getting paid millions to direct global box office hits.
Yeah.
Like that's like winning the lottery.
Right. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. But like all of those guys have such an interesting background. And like he started off in, I think he got some kind of internship or something like that where he shot a bunch of short documentaries. So he started out in documentaries.
Okay, yeah.
And then he made, I think, 2 feature films in French, which I haven't seen, that got some recognition. And then he made Polytechnique. Do you know that one?
I haven't seen it, no.
So that was about the mass shooting in the university there in Montreal.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was the first one I saw of him. I remember watching that back in high school. I don't know why we watched it.
Right.
Obviously didn't realize that was him at the time.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older, I was like, holy shit, it's dark. It's
dark.
But that's sort of what he's known for. Like he made Prisoners. You seen Prisoners?
Yes, I've seen Prisoners, yeah.
So like that's kind of where he came from.
Yeah.
Dark stuff.
Right, yeah. And Arrival is one of my favorites, and that one's haunting.
Yeah. And
the bear scene.
Sicario.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Like masterpieces.
Yes.
Masterpieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he explained. Then he did Blade Runner, and then he did Dune, and I think he is in the middle, or maybe just finished filming the 3rd installment, which is technically the 2nd book. But
right.
Dune,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting bloke.
I remember you saying Guillermo del Toro's from Hamilton, right?
No, he's from Mexico.
Oh, he filmed something in Hamilton.
Yeah, he filmed Shape of Water, most of it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Which won the Oscar.
Yeah. Put your city on the map.
I think somebody told me that his favorite city is Hamilton, like in Canada at least, or North America.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
He loves going to Hamilton.
That's
He's
cool.
been like going there since the 80s.
It is very picturesque. Like you got the Niagara Escarpment, right? The hills, you can see everything, and then you got the water. It's just there's like an industrial side that like lots of smoke and stuff that might make it less picturesque for some people, but yeah,
it's part of the history.
Exactly, yeah. It's the culture of it. Yeah,
it's like tobacco here.
Right. Yeah,
I feel like that's Hamilton's tobacco growing industry.
Right. Yeah. Which I just found out Tim Hortons started in Hamilton too.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, he's from Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
I think because the first Tim Hortons is in downtown there. I actually like to. There's a place around the corner I get film developed at sometimes. I forget the name of it, but they have like all the history on the wall. And I was like looking things up, and I guess the first one he made was like up in Muskoka or something, but it wasn't called Tim Hortons, I don't think. Yeah. And then he opened Tim Hortons. But
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have because my dad's side grew up in Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I have a great uncle that like grew up with him.
Right.
and was friends with him.
Oh, wow.
And I think at one point he asked if he wanted to open a coffee shop with him or something, and he said no. This would have been back in like the late 50s, early 60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then boom.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Iconic
I
Canadian
guess.
coffee shop.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Did you hear Port Rowan's getting one?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where?
Just announced. Well, Country Coffee, that old, same spot.
So that's going to be a Tim's.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like, because I grew up in Port Rowan my whole life, and it was always kind of like Port Rowan's that small town where it's small town enough that it doesn't have things. Like you go to Tillsonburg, Simcoe, or Delhi. But I mean, we've always had like a Godfather's and a Lickbo, so... But I mean, it'll be nice for people. It's been bad to not have a coffee shop. A lot of the retired people like going grabbing coffee every day. So
Yeah. My grandmother lived in Port Rowan there in that little retirement.
Oh,
area.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because like Uncle's, for people who don't know, was this. I would call it a coffee shop, but also a full restaurant.
Yes. Yeah.
They did
burgers and stuff. Yeah.
If you combine like Burger King with Tim Hortons, it was epic.
Right.
And you could you could go through the drive-thru, get a coffee and a donut, or get a full, chicken Caesar wrap.
Right.
Or anything you
Yes.
can think of.
Yeah.
So like that turning into a chain is, I think, a little sad.
Yeah.
But also it's better than having nothing there.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how it does. Like, to me, I always thought Port Rowan was too small because you do see Tim's in small towns like Jarvis, but that's like a major road. Like when you're going to Hamilton, lots of traffic. So I think a lot of it had to rely on summer tourists going down to the beach. I think a better spot for a Tim's in Port Rowan would be, but I don't, not that there's any land there for development, but that intersection by the Esso when you're going to Long Point. Like it's super busy. Like you can go into Port Rowan or you can go into Long Point. So I could see someone stopping, grabbing an ice cap on the way to the beach or, something like that. But the uncle's building is already there.
Yeah.
So they're just going to,
And it kind of looks like a
Exactly. Yeah.
Tim Hortons already.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
Crazy things happening in a small town.
Yeah. The other thing people forget about chains is that someone local is owning it as well.
Right. Yeah.
So,
the franchise owner. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, some of the money's going to the chain.
Right.
But it's also going into the person who's locally owns it as well.
Yeah. That's something I've noticed, like seeing different events, nonprofit things happen, and you'll see like people in the area sponsor it. Like Domino's and Simcoe is always sponsoring things and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, it's important to be a part of the community you're selling to.
Right. Yes.
I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're smart for recognizing that.
Yes. Yeah.
But, some people are like, oh, this chain's worth billions of dollars, so let's go somewhere else. But, you are still supporting somebody local.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something I think about that people probably
Yeah.
forget about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one of my earlier jobs, I worked at a Subway, and it was just
sandwich artist.
What's that?
Sandwich
I was
artist.
a sandwich artist. I was talking about this with Jason Mayo. He's like, oh, I was a sandwich artist too. Wait, why do you know that? Did you work at a...
There's a YouTuber who animated videos, and he'd talk about when he worked at Subway. And he'd talk about how they were sandwich artists.
Yes.
I've never worked there. I love Subway, but yeah.
Sandwich artist. That always made me laugh.
Yeah.
But they were big on that. Like, you are a sandwich artist. Like,
but it make you feel more special about your job. Like, you're like, I got purpose here.
I guess. There's purpose.
Yeah.
Man, this lady used to come in, and she would get a foot-long sub.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Only put hot peppers on it.
Oh, wow. No meat.
No.
No cheese?
No.
Just, was it toasted?
No.
What? That's crazy.
Like, the Subway was in an interesting area, I would say.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Was
like
it in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wasn't like a sketchy area, but like you would have characters come in,
right?
you know, that maybe aren't the typical person you run into every day.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way, in a polite way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was just like one of those things where
So do you still pay like a full sub price then, I guess?
I would charge them like a foot-long veggie.
Right. Oh,
essentially.
veggie. Yeah. Yeah. That
But
makes
like
sense.
you're still paying the same price whether you load it up or not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And she'd always say, "Oh, squeeze the juice in." You essentially take the entire carton and just spread it. That was her thing. You know what?
Right.
She enjoyed it. She came and she paid for it, and that was that.
Yeah. But that's another iconic thing about Subway. I think I saw a meme about this the other day is you decide your Subway order when you're 12 and then you keep the same one for years. Like a lot of people, like I went to, I always was picky with food when I was younger. So I would just get nuggets all the time.
Yeah.
And the first time I went to Subway was when my family was in Hawaii. And so it was like a memory. And yeah, same order ever since.
It's
So,
always been the
yeah,
same.
Yeah.
I used to be like cold cut combo. That was it. But I pretty much get anything now.
Right.
I switch it
Yeah.
up a little bit,
Yeah.
but-
Well, yeah, I'm more adventurous at other assembly places like burritos and stuff like that at Bar Burrito and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
that's curious because so you grew up. You referred to it as how did you like the underbelly of Norfolk County?
West Norfolk.
Yeah, it's
we're the
West-
underdogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that definitely must have affected sort of your experience with food because like I grew up in a city
Yes.
where
Yeah.
you can get any kind of cuisine from any kind of country.
Yeah.
But if you live out here, growing up as a kid, it's
Yeah.
not like you can just take a car and go somewhere
Right.
when
Exactly.
you're 10 years old.
Yes.
So it's
yeah.
just like whatever your parents are making you, sort of
yeah.
your experience.
Yeah. Food was like a special experience, when you went out for it every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my parents were also very frugal. So I don't know how much we would have eaten, like, even if we did live in a city. But yeah, it's like anything you want to get. Tillsonburg, Simcoe.
Yeah.
There's a few things in Port Rowan, but
And
yeah.
you like a farming family, yeah? That's sort of
Yes.
your background.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad farms cash crop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does a boy from Port Rowan, the west side of Norfolk,
Yes.
who grew up farming and all
Yeah.
this stuff that
Yes.
I know about
Yeah.
your background,
Yeah.
how did you get into what you do now?
And
And what do you do?
That's a good question. What
Just
do
so-
I do?
I'm sure there's
Yeah.
people listening
Oh,
that
yeah.
know about you,
Right.
but there are definitely some people listening who are
Yeah.
like, who's this guy?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Do you play the intro already?
I do play,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
They got
gotcha.
the taste of the intro, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, what's
Yeah.
you know, we've been talking about Subway and Tim's and
Right.
stuff, but really,
Yes.
really, where you and me met was sort of our shared love for filmmaking and
Yes.
videography.
Videography. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I run a videography business full time, and yeah, I kind of film anything. Lots of weddings, events, videos for small businesses, and yeah, I got into it. I'd say maybe when I was in high school is when I started editing videos, but I was just like creating things in general.
Yeah.
Like I remember trying to make videos with my parents' camcorder when I was really young, and
Yeah.
I
did that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was so limited back then.
Mhm.
Windows Movie Maker and all of that. Yeah,
I think so. If you see behind you, see the Canon at the very back, that little point and shoot.
this
Yep.
one.
That
Yeah.
was my first camera.
No way.
Yeah, it's the
that's
first-
legendary.
First camera I ever owned. It did 1080p.
Yep.
24 frames a second video.
Right.
And I would just take it on vacations and do like vacation edits or recap edits, or you go
Oh,
camping
really?
somewhere and I'm just like documenting trips and things like that.
Right.
Because my dad would do that, and we got a MacBook for the first time, or like
Oh,
a
wow.
desktop, and it had iMovie on, and he started playing with iMovie, just doing like vacation highlights and stuff like parents love to do with their kids, and then
Yeah.
and then I got into it, and then sort of how that happened for me,
Right. Yeah.
But
so you're
you-
like documentarian from day one.
pretty much. And I
Yeah.
would do little skits and stuff when I was like 10 years old. My brother and my cousin, actually the guy who co-hosts, Brandon.
Brandon. Okay. Yeah.
We used to do like dumb skits, or we would mimic movies or
yeah.
whatever.
Yep. Absolutely.
And do little things like that. So
Yeah, I think that's how it starts out for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You just make dumb stuff.
Dumb
that,
stuff.
Like, or you want to make people laugh,
yeah,
or you're like, oh, I want to make something serious, but I know I'm not good enough yet, so I'm just gonna make people laugh. But I would try to make serious stuff sometimes, and yeah.
I feel like I didn't find that until later.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or maybe until I did the first wedding, because like that's kind of a serious thing,
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I would say.
Yeah.
Um,
So how did you get your first wedding? That's always a
My
fun
my
experience.
sister-in-law
Oh, okay.
asked me
Yeah.
because people knew I like made videos,
Yeah.
but not for a living or
Right.
anything like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And maybe like at the time I had a YouTube channel and I just make snowboarding videos and paintball videos and skateboarding videos and things like that.
hmm
But
But there's always like someone who sees that and that's good enough for them. They're like, oh yeah, you could do a wedding video.
yeah,
And yeah.
like your
Even though
other
it's not
videos are
serious to
good.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you should try this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I did that and I really liked it. Also, I didn't really like think of weddings as a way to make money
Right.
either.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think I charged any money, but I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it's exciting and there's food and drinks and like
Yeah.
you get paid to just record it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was sort of like an outlet to make something longer than just like a cute little snowboarding video with music
Right.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the first one I made was just like strictly to music and like that was it. You
Oh
know?
yeah. Yeah, those are more popular back in the day. I
think more of like a music video
Yeah,
style
yes.
highlight video.
Yeah.
But as I did the more, and then it's like, oh, you should incorporate some vows or a speech.
Yeah.
And it just like adds another layer. And then you start to learn how to sort of craft a fuller video, I guess would be the way to put it.
It's like a great boot camp into like documentary filmmaking.
For
'Cause
sure.
You're editing a full-on doc. It's
Yeah.
a lot of similar things, capturing things as they're happening, audio, weaving it in and out, and
Yeah.
B-roll over top, and
Yeah.
but yeah,
I've always like tried to differentiate like what's the difference between filmmaking and videography.
right, yes, yeah. We've had this conversation. This is a really great, yeah,
From what I understand, at least people who do both or better at it than I am.
yeah,
What they say is like videography is capturing it as it is,
yes, yeah,
and then filmmaking is creating what you're filming essentially.
right, yes,
And there's like exciting things about both, I think.
absolutely,
Filmmaking's very intimidating because there's so much prep involved.
yep.
And I've never been around anyone who's like prepped until like I met Jesse.
Oh,
And then you see
yeah.
the prep involved. You're like, holy shit.
It's a whole different world.
Whole different world.
Yeah.
And there's like so many different components that go into it that you may not be super skilled in.
Right.
There's like a lot of departments.
Yes.
You know, like there's really strong writer directors. But then, other time, like Spielberg can write movies, but I don't think generally he does. I think he directs a lot of pre-written work.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas like someone like Tarantino, he only films his own scripts.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Yeah.
it. But it's like, I don't know. It's
It involves a lot more teamwork for sure.
Oh my God,
Videography
yes.
can be way more independent. Yeah.
it can be.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It depends. Yeah.
I do love collaborating. Like I love working with teams on weddings. and,
Yes.
like anything, documentaries, things like that.
Yeah.
I worked on a TV show once called Still Standing. It's a CBC TV show, and essentially he goes to these. He's a comedian. He's an actor too. He's on Murdoch Mysteries. You ever heard of Murdoch Mysteries?
Yes. Yeah.
So he plays a character on there. But anyways, so what he does is he goes to these small towns and he sort of talks to the locals, interviews them, sort of does the things that they're known for,
Yeah.
and then he does a stand-up bit at the end.
Right.
But like they had probably 9 or 10 different camera people
Dang.
Like,
Wow.
going at once, and I was thinking,
Yeah.
one, maybe 3 cameras, right? You get like this shot, oh, there's like different. There's a team getting like filler shots of the country while this is being filmed over here, and then this team is setting up for the next scene that's being filmed, and so it's like a
Right.
fluid, seamless process. And it
Yes.
was like a production of like I don't even know 30 people,
Wow.
and I was
That's
thinking
intense.
it'd be 10,
Wow. So what were you doing?
just PA.
PA. Gotcha. Nice.
That's sort of
Yeah.
like my first taste of like a proper cable television show, I'd say.
Yeah. Was that the same? I remember you telling me about a show where it was like America's Got Talent, but local
That was
stuff.
Dean's show.
Dean's show.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I
yeah.
haven't listened to that episode yet. I want to.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like obviously we talk about his doc a lot, but
Okay.
he's like I said, he has a really cool background because he like moved overseas and learned filmmaking. Essentially, look at him.
He's snuggling up. Just wants my drink.
Yeah, probably. Hey, buddy. People, I don't know if people can see him right now, but Cooper is okay. Sitting on Zach's lap.
He likes me.
Wow, I've never seen him do that.
This is gonna be a good episode.
You can just let him. Just let him chill there.
Alrighty.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, quick break. This space right here could be your business. Every week, the Just True podcast reaches people here in Norfolk County and beyond, a loyal audience of creators, thinkers, and doers. Maybe it's a product or your brand in general, or even an event that you can advertise right here in the middle of the show. Let's get your message out to a community that actually listens. Plus, you're not only advertising, but you're sponsoring the podcast, which I love doing, and I hope you also like listening to. Just send me a message today on social media, and we can set that up. Now, back to the podcast. I've never seen him do that.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. Oh, I wish I had a pic. Hey, do you have your phone again? I want to take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Just because I'm recording with mine, so is it a hassle? Oh, don't worry. But is he on it?
I think he's
just leave
on
it. Leave it in your
yeah.
pocket. This is a moment just for you and me. Then.
Yeah.
I don't know if this camera's picking it up, so people will believe us.
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
It's like a first generation iPhone there.
You're the first person to comment on that.
Is that like an antique?
That's
you
an iPhone. Pick it up. Oh, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So I can't take the photo on you.
That's an iPhone 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So was it 4 or 4G? That was the first one. Or no, 3G was the first one. So this would have been like just the second model that came out.
Well, I guess like the fourth model, but as far as like network goes, I have no idea.
Right. Gotcha. But like I remember when they first got popular, this was the one people were
That
getting.
was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
like I was going through my just stuff I used to have at my parents' place, and I stumbled upon this, and I was like, you know what? That is so different than what's the one that's out now? iPhone 17?
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's so different. It's so tiny. It even's like half the screen's taken up by the button.
Right, yeah.
And so I just like, I'll put it on these books and I'll just see if anybody says anything.
Wow.
And you're the first person. It's been there for months.
That's crazy.
You're the first person to comment on that.
I just watched the BlackBerry movie. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
yes.
Yeah. And that around that time when the iPhone came out and killed the BlackBerry. Yeah.
He was just in denial.
Yes.
He's like, touchscreen, it won't be popular.
Right.
People like tactile buttons. That was his defense, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And he just like doubled down on it.
Yeah.
And then.
But I live in KW now.
Yeah.
And so I heard about that. And I'm like, I got to watch this. This is part of Waterloo culture.
Yeah. It's kind of where it like started, right?
Yeah.
There's a
But
little
it's
office
like,
there.
yeah, it's kind of crazy because some people would probably argue that like the iPhone is really the definitive smartphone, but you could make an argument that Canada invented the smartphone because of BlackBerry and faxing and some of those original features it had. Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think they probably did. But Apple sort of
made it way better.
Yeah, it's like the Wright brothers invented the airplane.
Yeah.
But, NASA figured out how to put someone in a rocket and send him to the moon.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the difference there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And it just took over. So like how do you use like what kind of phone do you have? You have
an iPhone.
Okay, so
12?
you have like
iPhone. Yeah.
proper
yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Do you use it for work at all?
Yeah, like calling, texting people.
Okay, but as far as like I guess the camera goes or like your work process, are you using it to
Yeah, not other than like emails or stuff like
Okay,
that. Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if you like used any like well, I guess if you're shooting mostly videography style stuff, you're not planning out lighting as much, I would say.
Oh yeah, you
You know what
mean
I mean?
apps? Yeah, no.
Applications, processes, like
I got the Sunspot app. I like
okay.
that where you can see where the sun's gonna be in the sky for outdoor lighting stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah,
because that's pretty good.
yeah,
Okay, interesting. I was just curious because like some people have integrated like their entire workflow through their
right.
smartphone, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And I'm always curious to see like what people are using as far
right,
as like streamlining their process and things
right.
like that.
Yeah, I
Um,
do love having an iPhone because I edit on a Mac and just having kind of all the same
the airdrop
systems.
stuff
Yeah,
and
I used to have a PC and it was kind of annoying having two different like systems working together. So yeah,
yeah, it's like people, you know, there's people who hate Apple. There's people who are obsessed with Apple, and then
right.
I feel like there's people like me that are just like it's convenient.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And I understand where the haters are coming from because it's like a closed system, and if you want to upgrade, they're going to charge you a fortune.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. But at the same time, you know, I can seamlessly drop clips from this podcast later onto my phone and schedule them within
Yeah,
minutes.
absolutely.
I don't like I'm sure there is a process with PC. I'm just not familiar with it.
Right. Yeah.
But it is so seamless.
Yeah.
And I'm like texting you on my computer because
Yeah.
it's connected to my phone while I'm working, and that way I can kind of leave my phone upstairs. It's not distracting me.
And I'm sure whenever they come out with like, I mean, who knows if they're actually doing this, but I'm sure they're gonna try and integrate like LLMs into like systems like reminders and calendar.
Yeah.
So when Siri gets like that, that'll be so convenient to have everything connected that way to
I'm already doing
ChatGPT
that.
like thing.
Yeah. Well, because like it has like a agent mode now.
Oh,
Are
really?
you familiar with
Okay.
that?
Yeah, but it's not like as fluent as ChatGPT yet, is it? Or
The agent mode? Well, it's
okay.
part of ChatGPT has one.
Oh, for not for Siri.
No, not for
Okay,
Siri.
gotcha.
No, they're
Yeah.
way behind. Same with Google.
Yeah,
Like the Google Homes and stuff.
right.
It's like you ask it a simple question. It's like, oh, I don't know. Check this website.
Yeah,
you ask like
Google it here.
you ask an actual LLM like ChatGPT or whatever you like to use, and they're like, oh, it's this
Right.
instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But like I want that to be, connected to your calendar app, your reminders app.
You can
Like
do
that'd be
it.
crazy. Oh, okay. Wow.
it just takes extra work
Oh, gotcha.
because
Yeah.
you got to do it all yourself.
Right.
But like, there's a way, and that's what I was getting at. There's like this do you know the concept of an AI agent?
Not entirely, no.
So it's essentially like an LLM connected to a personal assistant, like a virtual personal assistant.
Okay.
And you can sort of task this agent with things to do. So you have to actually like get them to do it, but you
Right.
could say, hey, I'm trying to buy this used camera on Henry's website, and
Right.
it's out of stock. Can you let me know when it's in stock? And it'll like check the website you're like, hey, can you check it every 5 hours?
Oh,
And it'll just
dang.
check it every 5 hours for you. And then as soon as it notices that it's in stock, it'll notify you.
That's crazy.
So like stuff like that, right? So it's sort of like takes some weight
Back
off
in
your
my
shoulders,
day, we
right?
used to manually check websites.
Well, I have a feeling that's what like the if the iPhone or the smartphone were to transcend into something further, it'll just be like a LLM device.
Yeah.
Like you won't even need to like look at it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just talk to it.
Yeah.
It just does everything for you.
Yeah. But it's interesting because I love things like that. But then I don't like generative AI, like filmmaking stuff.
It's
the
scary.
slop and yeah.
Especially the stuff now that's coming out. It's like
Yeah.
you can't really tell.
Yes.
It's kind of gotten there.
Right. And I was just thinking about this the other day. If you had like a movie theater that specified this is an AI movie and this is a real movie, most people still are like, oh, obviously, like I want to support human art, go see that or enjoy it more. But if you don't tell them, like, do they know which one to go to? And I think in the future, the consumer is still going to control what people do because like movie studios are just trying to make money. So if people want to see real stuff, they're going to go see it. But it's up. I think it's people need to clarify. Yeah.
Yeah, are they going to put a law in place?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like when animals are used, they always have to put that statement: "No animals were harmed in the
Right.
making." Like,
Yeah.
are they? If they use AI, do they have to put it? AI was used in the making of this film.
Yeah. But then people are going to be like, oh, well, what if it's like this one visual effects shot was AI, but then the rest was real actors, real sets. So it's complicated.
I'm sure you'd still have to do it because, like, where do you draw the line?
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sort of like it'll get to a point where, like a writer director like Tarantino, not that he ever would because he's very pro film, pro cinema, pro
Yes.
old school way of
Yeah.
filmmaking, which is fantastic. He'd be able to generate a movie instead of having to hire a crew.
Yeah.
Because like the concept's there in his head, the script's there in his head. He knows what camera angles he wants. He knows how to cut it.
Yeah.
He just needs to like film it.
Right.
What if you don't have to? What if you just generate it?
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like there would be like a Tarantino in the future who is just generating his own movie without the need for a crew, which is
right.
sounds awesome, but also terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
So there'd
yeah.
be like these fully AI directed films, made by a human, but not.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But then you could even like get an LLM to write the script and stuff, so you could take the human out of it entirely, which is like, I don't really know if there's much to benefit from like in that scenario, but yeah.
Yeah, it's do you get nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, especially just like the industry you're in.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess as long as you stick with a sort of like documentation style work,
yes,
you can't generate that.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna generate a bride and groom
until Elon Musk releases the Tesla bot and it can hold a DSLR. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the day that happens, most people's jobs are
everyone's
yeah
gonna be
yeah
toast.
yeah.
It's not gonna matter what you do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's sort of like I've heard that's a concern of students right now because they're like, we don't know what to go to school for because it could be obsolete in 10 years.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially a lot of tech jobs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, coding. Like I remember this big push for coding. Oh, we're gonna need coders, and Microsoft had this free online coding school. I remember anyone could go and learn coding on their website and stuff.
Right.
And schools were introducing coding, and now, LLM's writing a lot of coding.
Right. Yeah.
Because once you teach them how to code, then they just know it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
just keep improving.
Yeah.
And I guess that sort of ripples over into other industries as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I do really love event videography, and I'll probably keep trying to go down that road and keep developing that. And yeah.
So is the spark still there for, does it ever get like overwhelming or do you shoot so many things that it gets kind of stale? Ever?
No, absolutely. The spark's still there. And I've, it's just been kind of a whirlwind. Like I've grown a lot in the past couple of years, and I'm just kind of like trying to improve my skill right now. And, and also like my amount of bookings for things as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you kind of mentioned how you like to sort of always learn something new.
Yes.
As you're going.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your process for that? Like, what are you learning right now? What are you trying to learn right now?
Oh, that's a good
because
one.
you personally, well, let's backtrack actually. It is like the way we met.
Yeah.
Was I think people need to hear because people are sometimes scared to just put themselves out there.
Oh, okay.
Know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And you just walked right up to me and said, "Hey, I'm Zach.
Right.
I film things."
Right. Yeah.
And that was it. And I'm like, "Oh, great. Send me some stuff."
And then after you told me that you're also a videographer, I said in my head, "Oh crap, I'm an idiot. Why did I say that?" He's like, "Yeah, this guy is trying to get work, but he's like, little does he know I'm also a videographer." But it led to great things. Yeah,
it led to great things because at the same time I was also running the brand.
Right.
Yeah, and I can't always, filmmaking is very time consuming, especially editing and
absolutely.
So, I was actively looking for someone to sort of
Right.
outsource things to.
Right. Yeah.
I just didn't think they would like come to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was fantastic. Yeah, my relationship with you has gotten so much work and just connections with other people and stuff. It was great. Yeah.
That's the other big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just it sort of opens the door to, oh, hey, I know a guy that does this and they want help. You should talk to him. And then you start
Right.
working for this guy. And then this guy says, oh, I have a guy who's trying to do this.
Yeah.
Can you do that? And you're like, yes, I can. And you go work with that guy.
And that's another thing, like the one of the things I've had the hardest time with in videography is like, okay, yes, on one side I'm improving my videography skill, but then there's also like the business, like to keep getting clients, and because you're a business owner, you have to go out and find these opportunities. And the one thing I've kept coming back to is connections is just great for getting gigs. And
yeah.
it's not amazing because you want to like be in control of the process. You want to be like, I have a proven way to find people, but connections, just putting yourself out there. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was like the first thing you filmed? Like what's the first thing you filmed that you could sort of put out there on the internet and to start generating business from? Was it a wedding?
Yes. Well, well, there's a few things. Like, I made this one video. I did a trip to Nova Scotia with some friends. Oh, he's good. And I just made like I documented it in 2018, I think. And then someone saw that and they're like, "Hey, can you do my wedding?" Similar to what you were talking about before, right? With your snowboarding videos and your relative. But it was like weird because the video was kind of trippy. It was black and white, and I'm like, how do you trust me to film your wedding after seeing this? So,
Yeah.
but I was pretty proud of that video. And then that next summer was when I started filming weddings.
Snowballed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And like I kind of started like in high school, I was always editing, fooling around in software and different things like that. But when I started seriously doing videos was I went to a small college, super small, and they'd seen some videos I did, and they're like, "Hey, can you intern and be our video marketing intern?" And I'm like, "Okay." I just made the dumbest video, but their bar was pretty low. And then I got this opportunity where I was working somewhere and I was learning as I was going. Editing videos, and then that same year I got my very first wedding in late 2019.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been doing it ever since, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, when did you shift over into it full time? And how did you know you were ready?
I don't think I was ready. I did it when I think it was in 2022. I did full time, but like I was living with my parents, and my parents are really great. And like if I was living on my own, I don't think I could have gone full time, but I'm glad I did because it gave me like lots of time to seek out opportunities and to build things. And like I really realized that once I got married and moved out, I'm like, oh dang, this is hard, like when you don't know where your next client is coming from. But I mean, slowly gets busier and busier, and yeah.
It gets scary.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to pay for things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
yeah.
they don't have to give you their business.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like building enough momentum to have, business come in, but also like do you actively sell yourself? Like obviously you market online, like your social media presence is very strong, I'd say.
Yeah, I've been busy enough not to do that, but not that I think that is important. I've just like in the past I've tried cold outreach with just like no results. Emails usually fall on flat ears, and spam and all of that. And I usually get most of my work from connections or social media. One really lucky draw I've gotten a few times lately is people just searching for a videographer online, and then they go to seek me out. And Google's a big thing for that. But a lot of people use Instagram nowadays, which is funny to find. And I saw this tip online once, and it said, because Instagram, you can create two different usernames. One is like your @ and one is like a second one. You can type anything you want. And it says, put the area and what you do in it. So I put Ontario videographer, and I got like a ton of gigs through that. People go on Instagram and search.
Adjusting,
Yeah. Ontario videographer, and they found me through that. So yeah.
Clever little trick.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw it.
I think the most business I got from was once you put that wedding film out, everyone who attended will watch it, usually.
Yes,
They're like,
that's a big thing
want
too.
a
Yeah.
recap on the day, and they're like,
Yeah.
wow, this is really good. I'm getting married in 6 months. I should also talk to this same guy.
Yeah.
And then you'll reach out and then...
Yeah. Yeah. I started doing something with my weddings recently because I saw some other videographers do it online where you create like a little sneak peek the next day or a couple days after, which is a huge pain in the butt just to like edit and turn that around.
To
Yeah.
sift through
Yeah.
your footage from an
Well,
entire
I
day.
I don't do a proper sift. I just do a quick sift, like quickly scan, and like if a shot sticks out to me,
Yeah.
pull it, and I'm not gonna be able to properly like look at what's the best one, put it together, upload it to Instagram, and now you can do Instagram collab, and then I collab with the person whose wedding it was, and everybody who attended the wedding is fresh on their mind, and then they see this little teaser, and then they reach out to you, and I got a lot of bookings through that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I think just you trying to get better. I know that's just a general advice. Like everybody's trying to get better at everything.
Yeah.
But like you generally, like you I notice you put the effort into learning like specific things.
Yeah. Thank you. I
and,
appreciate
like,
it.
You have one of the strongest skill sets in After Effects that I've seen.
Oh, thank you.
Like personally. Like I don't know anybody else that's better.
We're out in the boonies, in Norfolk.
Just
so.
putting your head down, learning all the... It's
Yeah.
really good, though. Like, your transitions and even, like, we had you doing the motion graphics. Super impressed.
Oh, thank you.
And the sound design with it, too, I was not ready for.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
for the most recent one, or just other
like
stuff?
even the
Yeah.
previous one.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You sort of animated the logo at the end.
Okay.
But
yeah.
then you added, like, the Ferris wheel. You started to move, but you
Right.
could hear it as well.
Yes.
Which,
yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because like I do a lot of different things, so I don't put that extra time in.
Right.
But it really shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm being honest, I haven't always, like, not in every situation, kept on trying to improve myself. Like, there was at one point, like, into weddings when I'm like, okay, I kind of got like a system figured out here. Can do this and that, and it's like doing it with my eyes closed, and like I gotten good at it, and then I would just keep doing that. And then I saw like a luxury wedding videographer's video online, and I had like a videographer midlife crisis. I'm like, oh crap, my work's not like that.
No.
Yeah, and I'm like, I have like a ways to go, and I think videography is way more enjoyable, like anything, if you're trying to improve yourself and look for those areas where you can constantly keep growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a luxury video different than, let's say, what you were filming at the time?
One of the big things is what you're filming. So
Yeah.
you can't always control that, because if someone's at a luxury wedding, they're filming all these amazing things.
Yeah, there's a 20-foot glass chandelier hanging
Yeah.
from the ceiling. Like you can't
Yes.
really,
Yeah.
make that happen if it's not there.
But like a really good example is audio. I'd always do audio, but I would plug one thing in and call it a day. And sometimes that can go wrong. Not that you lose the audio completely, but there's a feed coming through the soundboard or different things like that. And then I'm like, okay, I've got to upgrade and invest into 3 and maybe even 4 backup audio sources, because that's one of the most important things in a wedding film.
People like they don't realize, they're like, oh, let's say like our circumstances, a friend asks you to film for the very first time.
Right.
You're like, oh, I'll just hit record.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing else to it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But once you want to level up,
Yes.
clean audio, and having clean audio with redundancy.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the amount of times things go wrong. Like, do you bring a backup camera too in case your camera dies?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess for that, but more so now it's like getting multiple angles during the
Yes.
ceremony, because it's
you're
also
a lone
redundant.
You're a lone shooter mostly.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I remember I used to disagree with you on. You're like, yeah, I love having second shooters at weddings. I'm like, I just don't see the point. And
I can make more money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But well, it's funny because my second shooter is my wife.
Oh, there you
so
go.
yeah, I mean, we
So you
like
get
you know
along already.
you charge more, but it's like it's not like I'm
coming to the
paying an
same
employee.
household.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Alexa is her name. I trained Alexa up to do videography, and it's been amazing having a second shooter.
Well, her photos were great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
fair. I was
I'll
very
have to tell her
impressed.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So she started doing photography as well. And then when we're doing weddings, she'll be my second shooter. And yeah, it's so nice having another person there, backup cameras, set up tripods and different things like that. Because not only audio, it's important to have backup for, but like a ceremony, running multiple different angles, I think.
My argument was always, let's say they're going for their first kiss, okay?
Yeah.
And you're down the aisle.
Right. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Auntie so-and-so steps in front of your camera.
Yep.
At that very moment, they kiss for the first time.
Right.
And you don't get it.
Yes. Yeah.
Having that other angle
Yeah.
in the hopes that also somebody didn't step in front of that one as well, you
Yeah.
can cut to. And you're like, oh, fuck, okay, at least I have one angle of their first kiss.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was always my argument for having a second person.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And I actually now the past like last year or 2 years, I've been running 3 angles. And it might be kind of crazy, but I want more. Like I want even
Just
maybe
the
4
options.
angles. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I do a lot of you do the highlight film, but I also like to offer couples just a straight ceremony edit from start to finish, and then that way, if it's running, I have an angle to cut to. Once again, if someone runs in the way, so even beyond multiple angles, like you said, it's redundancy as well. If one of the SD cards fails, or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
And like the last one we shot together was great because we tapped into the soundboard,
Yes,
but then we also had a mic on the groom, and then also sound on the cameras.
Oh,
so
yes.
we sort of had like 3 going,
Right.
if all else fails.
Yes, yeah. Although you
And-
usually don't want to use sound on the cameras.
No, not if you can help it.
Yes, yeah.
But the great thing now is like all of these
Adobe
AI tools
Podcasts,
to
yeah.
sort of clean up shit audio. and
Yeah.
it's passable,
Yes.
especially if you throw a little music on. And,
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
So obviously you've had some things go wrong for you to want to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've had bad audio come out. Just like when I used to film by myself, I did have a second camera angle, but I would just like quickly set up a tripod on a not as great camera. And if you're not keeping an eye on that, like you can get a bad angle of that too. And
Yeah, or like little things like me, it's like, oh, you didn't notice your shutter wasn't locked and it was much lower than it was supposed to be.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's
Like
it's
little
okay if your
things.
shutter's higher, but when it
If it's
goes lower,
lower,
you're screwed.
Yeah. So yeah, there's little things like that, or I don't know, it was overexposed and
For people who don't know, if they want to learn a fun thing, a rule in filmmaking is your frame rate. Like, so if you're filming at 24 frames per second, your shutter speed is how fast the lens hood opens, right?
yeah.
Yes.
It's how fast
How much light it lets in.
Yeah, and then the frames per second is how many pictures there are in a per given second.
Right. So the lower it goes, the blurrier your image is, which can be great. But if you, the rule is it should be double your frame rate. So 24 times 2, 1/48 or 50.
Yeah. Or if you're working with like, in quotations, cinematic cameras, it's shutter angle.
Oh,
But
yes.
it's
yeah.
the same thing.
Right. Yes.
I don't know why they use that term. 180 is like the usual. 180 degrees is the usual.
Yes, I've seen that because they have that update on FX3 cameras now.
It's the equivalent of 24 frames, but
But yeah, if you go underneath 50 frames or 1/48, it will look really bad.
Yeah.
But you can pass going higher because it just makes your image look more sharp.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, like After Effects has a good motion blur plugin where you can put it on and it'll add fake motion blur to it.
Oh, well, that first clip you made for us for the fair, like, what was it, last year?
Oh,
2 years
yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
When you're like zooming into a building.
Oh,
A
yes.
speed ramp.
Yes, speed
but
ramp.
it's like it's not jolting or choppy. It's like
right.
It's like,
yes.
and so you add this is what I'm talking about, layers. You add the sound effect of the movement.
Yes.
And then you're adjusting the shutter on After Effects to sort of add some motion blur in.
Right.
And it seems more natural.
Yes.
I would say.
Yeah.
And it's like little things like that are, I think, make the difference in quality sometimes.
Yeah. I grew a lot with frame rate and shutter speed. So like it's nice like that in After Effects. You can add that in later on. But when I started out filming, I pretty much like strictly filmed 60 frames per second. And then whatever shutter speed you need to control exposure, which you shouldn't do technically. You should get an ND filter, but they're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But as I grew in filmmaking, I began to fall in love with the motion blur when you get 24 frames per second. It looks like a movie, like when you're filming like that. So, yeah.
I learned a little trick from Jesse, actually, and occasionally he will film things in 30, which is just slightly higher than 24, but not a ton.
Right.
And what you do is you slow that 30, you build it in a 24 frame timeline. So it's slowed down, but not like enough to where like you notice it's slow motion. You're like, oh wow, this footage is very smooth and dreamy, sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just adding that like extra, 6 frames or whatever you're doing.
Right.
And it's so I've played with that around a little bit, and I like it. I've been using it more often than not.
Yeah, that's a great option.
Just
30
bumping
frames.
it up just a little bit more, like.
Well, yeah, especially on some of the older cameras, the 4K would only go up to 30 frames. So it's a great option then if you want to keep everything 4K, you can do that. That's a great trick.
Do you think gear matters that much for what you're doing?
Yes.
Yes?
No, not really.
Gear's the only thing that matters.
I always like being contrarian, and people might not know because they're not in the filmmaking world. But I feel like, and I could be wrong with my experience on this, but I feel like it did used to be the thing where people are like, oh, my gear matters so much. But then there was like a big movement online of people saying like, no, like learn how to be a good filmmaker, use your camera, and because if you get an expensive camera and you don't know how to use it well, you don't know composition, then what's the point? Like it doesn't matter in that sense. But now I feel like that's gotten so popular that I just want to be contrarian the other way around.
like the reverse.
Yes, yeah. It does matter in some sense. Like when I think when I started weddings, or it was like my very first wedding, I was filming on a lens that had a high aperture. And then I got my first Sony camera, Sony A7 III, and then a 50 millimeter 1.2. And it's like, you do notice a difference. Like when you get that shallow depth of field, like it does improve. It's almost like an instant cinematic cheat code, but that marries itself with being a skilled filmmaker in composition and different things like that. And where cameras are today, like the new cameras, is so insane that no, it doesn't matter. Like you probably don't have to be spending so much money on such an expensive camera because it's like cameras have grown so much. You can get an older camera that will do the trick.
A 4K camera for $800, whereas before the bar to entry was at least 5,000.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But even like I did get a new camera this summer and I'm loving it. But all the things I love about it, I wouldn't have noticed if I bought it 5 years ago when I knew nothing about videography or when I just started out. It's like you almost got to start filming and then realize there's certain features that you are missing and then you upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your opinion on that? Does gear matter?
I think it plays a role.
See, that's my point too. It's like I think people online kind of push the whole gear doesn't matter so much that some people might be thinking gear doesn't matter at all. Well, it certainly does to some degree.
Like, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm tasked to film a wedding, right?
Yeah.
And there's another person that's tasked to film the same wedding, but they just started.
Right. Yeah.
And we both have iPhones.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
probably going to make a better film,
Yes, absolutely.
even though we're both on iPhones.
Right. Yeah.
Now, let's say we both have cameras now.
Yeah.
My camera version is going to be way better than the phone version.
Yeah.
But the sort of the format doesn't change. It's just the tool per se.
Yes. Yeah.
Or like, let's say I had to shoot with a phone and he had a camera, but they don't know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's getting back to what you were saying is like just learning the actual practice of it and not so much relying on the tool itself.
Right.
Because, this person with this camera, they don't understand all the nuances to it.
Yeah.
Or things like that, or like, I really want to get this composition. It's obviously it's going to look better on a camera with a nice lens and a bokeh background and things like that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what to point it at,
exactly.
or like there's something ugly in the background and you didn't catch it,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Composition.
things like that.
Yeah.
And then you can get into the whole post-production side of like how you're piecing all that footage together.
Absolutely.
There's that too.
When I first got a gimbal for the first time, my shots looked pretty bad because it's like I didn't learn how to walk yet. Like you got to walk steady, and they looked like janky and robotic, and I kind of had to
Maybe it
learn the flow of it.
balanced perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Balancing and yeah.
Whereas like, just to bring it back to that same conversation, if you gave a gimbal to someone new, like they may have no idea. They might just like run around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah.
like you're like, oh, okay, I need an establishing shot here. I will do a slow push in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, great. Check.
Yeah.
I've got that. All right, now I need to get their flower arrangement. So you'll get that.
Yeah.
Okay, check. Whereas like maybe somebody just runs around and follows the bride and groom around everywhere, and then he gets into the edit and he's like, oh, I'll just cut this up a little bit, and there's nothing to really cut to or establish to, or people don't really know where you are in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's like the sort of like this grocery list of things you need to get.
Yeah,
I assume that's in your head by now.
Yes, yeah. I was gonna say I've started using a gimbal less over the years.
Yeah.
Like I think you've always liked handheld. Like when I've shot with you, you've done handheld, right?
I like both. So like if you and me are gonna shoot a wedding together, I know you're better at a gimbal than I am.
Okay.
So I want you to do gimbal,
Right.
and then I do handheld, and then there's both.
Right.
Because I don't know, there's something to say about like when they're coming down the aisle for the first time married and they're all excited and people are clapping, like a nice slow motion gimbal where they're perfectly framed in slow motion, like it's gorgeous. Like how could you not want to put that in there?
Especially when they're exiting. I've tried to film that handheld, and that is so hard because you're like walking backwards and you're like trying to not to run into anything.
It really depends on your vibe and your style and like the type of film that you want to make, because the people that I hired were a married couple as well, shot only handheld the whole time.
Bonsai Creative, right?
Bonsai Creative. So
I
good.
love their stuff.
And it's like, would a gimbal shot be really cool? Yeah, for sure. But is it?
But that's not their vibe.
It's not their vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not needed for the way they edit.
They remind me a lot of Jay and Mac. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Super popular, like on Instagram.
Okay.
Like married couple that does videography. The style is very similar. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some inspiration going on there, but who knows? Are you gonna have Bonsai Creative on the podcast?
I've actually tried.
Oh, okay.
We've gone back and forth a bunch.
Yeah,
but it's they are so fully booked
on a weekend too.
On weekends, which is when I do my podcast, and they have kids.
Yes.
And so they're filming weddings every weekend, and when they're not filming, they're editing.
Right.
And then on top of that, they have a family.
Yeah.
They also live at like an hour and a half away from here.
Oh,
I'm not sure where
okay.
they live.
Gotcha.
It's not close.
Yeah.
So we've tried. I'll get them on eventually.
Yeah.
We'll
One
figure
day.
it out.
One day. I've actually never met them before, but I just like they did even before your wedding. They did some people in the area, and I saw their stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think Ashley found them. I don't know if it was like on Instagram or something, but we wanted something. And funny enough, like coming from a videography wedding background, it's like
Yeah.
that was the least. I was worried about that the least.
Finding a videographer.
I like as soon as we found them, and I was like, this is it. And
Right.
I didn't have any requests or like just because I knew. I said, just because from your perspective, it's like you kind of want the freedom to make the film you want to make. That's why they hired you, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want to be like given all these instructions and hey, you must get this, you must get this, you must film this in this way.
Right.
And so I knew I hated that personally, so I was like, I'm not gonna ask them for anything. I'm just gonna be like, please do what you do, and that was it. I didn't really like.
Yeah, especially creatively. Like it's one thing if they're like, "Hey, this is my great grandpa. Please get a shot of him." Absolutely.
Different.
Yes. Yeah.
I used to have a questionnaire. They have a great system as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like
I need to develop something like that, like to see pictures and names and stuff like that.
they didn't take it quite that far, but I
Okay.
do know people who do that.
Right.
So
yeah.
because when you're like, oh, where's Aunt Mary? Aunt Mary, you're calling Aunt Mary, you can't find her, but you have a picture and you're like, oh, that's Aunt Mary.
Yes.
You go and get hey Aunt Mary, you got to come get a photo. Like, I could.
It's
see,
usually more on the photographer,
sure.
so you can get away with it as a videographer. But once
nice
again,
to
it's
know.
just one of those things, like I was talking about earlier. Something I wouldn't think about. I could add that and try and grow and improve my product.
Sort
and
of the pre-production side.
Yes. So
So,
there is
yeah.
no script to write for a wedding video.
No.
But there is pre-production.
And I would do like, you meet with the couple or you call them or something before you really book because, a deposit on a wedding's not small.
Right.
If
yeah.
you're doing deposits.
Yes.
Which I
yeah.
highly recommend you do.
I do. Yes. Yeah. I didn't used to, but I do. Yes. Yeah.
Because, people change their minds or,
Yeah.
I get stuff happens and I've refunded deposits before, even though deposits are not supposed to be refunded. But
Right. Yes.
it's just the reason for them is because, you reserve that day and then you could have filled it with something.
Yeah,
with
you'd
another
lose
job.
money if
You lose
you
money.
would have booked another wedding that
Yeah.
you turned down that day. And yeah.
Yeah. Where were we going with this
Oh,
before I started
I
talking
don't
about
know.
deposits?
Well, we were talking about gimbals because I wanted to say like my journey with styles. Like what
styles,
kind of
yeah.
style you're going for. Like when I first started out, I swore by putting a gimbal on and filming in 60 frames per second all the time, which is really great. But then I kind of switched over and I'm like, oh no, handheld's so cool. And filming at 24 frames per second is so cool. Can't believe I was such an amateur. But then I kind of moved to, it just kind of depends on what the feeling you're going for is. Like the way you do things can capture certain emotions and for certain shots. And you can mix those together too. Like now I have one handheld like we did with weddings, and then Alexa on second shooter, she'll have a gimbal and we'll swap out
There you
depending on the shot for formals and stuff like that versus
Yeah.
ceremony.
I don't know
So-
if I mentioned that, but like when I was saying, you do gimbal, I do handheld.
Yes.
I'm also 60/24.
Right.
So
right.
you have both options.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So if you're like, oh man, like a slow-mo shot here would be great, but I
Yes.
don't have it. Oh, Zach has slow-mo. I'll go check his clips. Oh, perfect. This is
Exactly.
boom, you throw it in there. It's just what you're looking
and
for.
it could depend on the timeline. Like you have this super hyped up intro for the wedding. It's like
Yeah.
fast paced. It's like bonsai creative
Yeah,
style.
whip pans.
With pans,
Yeah.
yeah, all of that. You want that handheld shot of them exchanging rings, but then you might have a slower, more emotional part of the wedding film where it's like you want the 60 frames per second a shot for that part. So yeah.
Do you kind of, so before you film a wedding, let's say you just walked onto the property, like do you sort of have it in your head already, like this kind of edit you want? Are you looking for things, or are you just sort of doing it organically?
Mostly organically. I like to choose a song before I go and film but I sometimes just don't do it because I procrastinate a lot, and I get busy. So yeah, but I like to think about it like ahead of time, the feeling of it. But I'm also like trying not to switch up my style so drastically every wedding.
Yeah.
So I do, in a sense, kind of know what vibe I'm going for. So
Are
yeah.
you changing it enough so your previous one doesn't feel too similar?
Yeah,
Because like if you're shooting, let's say every weekend you're shooting 4 in 1 month, like
yeah.
how do you?
I don't do that much weddings though these days.
No.
I wish I was more busy with it, but I balance my videography out with like a lot of other random shoots. So,
Okay.
but yeah, yeah, but no, but it also is like their story changes how the wedding feels, like what they're saying and their vows and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you often edit? Like I guess you use a lot of audio, like I said. Like you overlap vows as sort of like a voiceover in your edits.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
See, I never used to do that. I used to just edit to music, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." It's like a cool
absolutely.
music video, and then you're like, then you see other people's clips, and you're like, "Oh, this is so
Right.
much better." Feels
I
more
think
like
that
a
used to be
movie
bigger, like in the wedding videography world.
early on,
But the
maybe.
thing that pushed it out was like maybe like people are like, okay, what distinguishes videography from photos? Because if you're just doing visuals, photos are visual. But in videography, you can hear speeches, you can
Mm-hmm.
hear vows, and that might be an important part to people
Yeah.
to remember. So, yeah.
How do you like to structure your edits? Like, do you go sort of chronologically through the day, or you like to just sort of jump back and forth?
The way they're paced out
Mm-hmm.
in the final edit,
Mm-hmm.
I usually do. And the thing is, I try not to be too structured with this as well, but it usually ends up falling into the same structure because it works out well. But I do an intro, and there might be speeches being said in the intro. There
Like a little
might be
teaser.
vows. Yeah, exactly. And that's everything from the day. Random shots. It's like a quick recap, and it's kind of pulling you in, and then you see the title card, name of the couple, and then afterwards it's like prep, like
Yeah, and you get
getting the
into it.
dress on,
Yeah.
and then if they didn't do that, because some couples don't film that, it just jumps to the beginning of the ceremony, or detail shots of the venue, and then through the ceremony, then in between cocktail hour, and then reception at the end
Mm-hmm.
is usually how I structure my edits.
Mm-hmm.
It would feel like I try to be fluid with it, but I would never like do the whole reception recap before the ceremony recap because that would just feel weird.
Yeah.
But in the intro has some shots of the reception as
Yeah.
like a teaser for later down the edit.
I wonder if it like a hook. I guess they refer to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if like if social media sort of created the demand for a hook.
Yeah, YouTube videos that are you show you what's happening at the end of the video.
Makes
Yeah.
sense though. I do it for
Yeah.
the podcast.
Right.
I always
Yeah.
put a little clip from something, so I'll probably take something from here,
Right. Yeah.
10, 15 seconds, put it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Something grabby.
Yes.
What I do is I like transcribe everything,
Okay.
and then I'll run it through an LLM.
Oh yeah, because Premiere Pro's good at transcribing, and you can
Very good.
export it as a PDF or
Yeah,
text file.
Text
Yeah.
file.
Yeah.
So I'll feed a text file to an LLM. Be like, hey, I need some like punchy, catchy moments here. Like, can you suggest 10? And then it'll
Right.
timestamp 10.
Right.
I'll go and check them all out. I'm like, oh, this one's really good. Boom. It just speeds up the
Oh,
process.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's sort of why when I asked earlier, I was like, oh, what's your process? Or like, are you using your smartphone a lot, or
Oh.
do you write things down? Do you have a checklist, or is it all in your head because you've been doing it for so long?
Yeah. I do use ChatGPT quite a bit.
Yeah.
Helps out. My projects, I usually just have go on the reminders app,
Yeah.
which is pretty
what I
simple,
use.
just to check it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I fall into the trap of like making efficient systems for myself, like on Google Calendar or different apps like Notion and stuff. And then I'm like, wait, I just spent a whole day like
Organizing.
optimizing this. Like I just got to do the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Depends how your brain works.
yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
You also don't want to forget things.
Yes.
Like what's your packing ritual like before a shoot?
Oh, day before, obviously, I get everything together, plug things in, charge them, and
Do you have a
just double check
checklist?
it. No, I should.
Do it?
I should.
Just raw dogging it.
I just know the main things. Okay, SD cards in the camera, they're formatted. Batteries, ND filter. I got all the basics ready to go. So yeah.
So at least the bare minimum.
Yes.
I see. So like, you're obviously much younger, right? So like, when I was your age, I didn't have any system.
What do you mean? You're 25.
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm 25. Yeah.
Yeah, you look 25. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I still get ID'd sometimes
Oh really?
for like gambling.
Oh
Like at
yeah.
a casino, like
Yeah.
we need to see your ID. I'm like, I promise you, I'm not 17, right?
They're like,
'Cause you'd be 18
sure.
to gamble.
Yeah.
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 I have a young face, but it's not 17.
Right.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
No,
But
not quite. It's
whatever.
like
They're doing their
early
job.
20s. Early 20s.
Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. So
What were you
like,
saying?
I didn't have a process at all, and then I met people like Jesse and people who have a process, and I was like, oh wow, now I sort of understand why they have it, because things just go much smoother, or if things go wrong, you have systems in place,
Yes.
and then
yeah.
that way you can continue doing what you're doing and not have to stop to fix an issue,
Yeah.
which is sort of why multiple audio channels options.
Yeah,
and
so I've like
second-
grown in some areas, but not everything. I should
Yeah.
probably develop a checklist for my shoots. So
if I don't, there's always something that I forget
Right.
that I'm like, fuck. Like, it would be so much better if I had this right now, but I forgot it. So now, and even then, I don't check it off until it's in the car.
right.
Because you could bring everything to the door, wherever you like to put things.
Yeah.
Check it off, and then when you're packing, leave it on the table.
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
have it checked off,
yeah.
but it's not in the car.
Yeah.
And so,
It's like when you wrote a text, but you forgot to hit send.
yes, exactly.
yeah.
So I've been very strict with like things like that. It helps me personally. Like, some people just have a great memory. I'm not one of those people.
Nope. Well, and I think like you have ADHD, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have. I don't know how intense mine is, but I do too. I think that's just a part of creatives.
100%.
They're scatterbrained.
Yeah,
and- yeah.
I think it's just like creating a process that complements the way your brain works.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
For me, at least personally, is like having a checklist for packing. And like, even this pod, I have a checklist. So it's like, before you came, it's like, okay, check this microphone.
Yeah, it would be a shame if we did the whole pod and
Right?
there's no. Yeah.
I've done that before, where I don't do my checks. And then
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we go to sit down to start talking, and the mic isn't working. So I'm like, oh,
It's a good thing you have these headphones though.
Right?
That really helps with that.
not
Yeah.
everybody likes them, but
Oh, I like it.
just because you can hear your own voice.
It would be crazy to do real life like this, walking around and just
Right.
chatting with people. And
Hearing
like,
everybody perfectly.
yeah.
I feel like that's what's having like Ashley's grandfather used to have a hearing aid.
Oh yeah, I guess
And
that's
when-
what hearing aids are
I
like.
I don't know how good they are, but
Right.
it's like, whenever you didn't want to listen to people, it's just like
That's hilarious.
you just turn it down. Yeah. I know there's like devices out there for hunting that are like increase your hearing by like just so you can hear like hooves walking.
Oh
or,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right. That's
Super hearing.
crazy.
So,
Yeah.
okay. I just want to make sure there's one other thing I want to cover.
Okay.
Or I want to cover, which I think is really interesting, and I sort of want to bring up but just our backgrounds are so different from one another.
Right. Yeah.
And so, like, me personally, I don't really like subscribe to any one religion per se, or
Okay.
maybe I have an internal philosophy, but you do,
Right.
and you're
yeah.
like a devoted Christian.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
But that isn't an issue for you and me.
right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because I wanted to bring this up, not because I want to, politics and religion are sort of touchy topics, especially on the
Absolutely.
internet. But
Yes,
I just think it's, I really admire our kind of relationship, because we come from such different inner philosophies and
Yeah.
backgrounds and history. But it's like, it's not something that divides you and me,
Right. Absolutely.
which I think is amazing.
Right.
And
yeah.
it needs to be like, more people need to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was like our shared love for film or videography, or you were just a really nice guy.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
am I. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Do you ever thought about it?
Yeah. Just be a good person to be around, a pleasure to be around, and yeah, Christianity is love your neighbor as yourself, and
Yeah.
be a decent person when you're around other people, and I mean, we share a passion for filmmaking, so
Yeah.
that definitely brings us
Well,
together.
and I also agree about those Christian values.
Right.
I don't go to church or practice per se,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I think like maybe our, just be nice, something we
Right.
find common ground on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
just-
absolutely. Yeah, and
Mine just doesn't stem from text.
right, absolutely. I might have a bit of a different motivation for that. Like, it's not that I have a desire necessarily to keep Christianity to myself, because obviously it's a way of life I think is beneficial, and I want other people to know that, to know the love of Christ, to know about that, and about his message to redemption in the cross and set sinners free. But it's not that we can't hang out with each other.
No,
Yeah,
and it's not something you've ever like pushed on me.
right.
And it's always been pretty like healthy conversations.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. I didn't know if that was like something specific to you and me, maybe. But
Right.
it's
Because you might, yeah, some people do
Well, just
have
the-
bad experiences.
the world's so divided now.
Yes,
And
yeah.
like very religious people may be like, oh, I can't mingle with non-religious people, or vice versa. People who are like, oh no, I don't subscribe to that. I cannot talk to those people.
Right.
But
yeah.
you both still need to live in the same world.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So
yeah.
I don't know. It's just something I've always admired between you and me.
Right.
And we just never let that get in the way of, just being good people.
But then it's also fun to be able to have conversations and talk
And get
about
your perspective
yes.
on it from that sort
Right.
of upbringing.
Yes.
And then get my perspective. And then, oh, what do you know? We both are sort of agreeing on the same thing.
Yes.
We're just coming from, different backgrounds and different belief systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you what is your parents' ancestry background?
Like my dad went to Catholic school.
Okay,
Like I think
yeah.
they grew up going to Catholic schools.
Right.
But not religious.
Right.
Like not going to church or anything like that.
right.
But my parents were always big on like respect.
Yeah.
Respecting everybody, no matter what their religion is, where they came from, what their background is, like, because there's just so many different kinds of people.
Yeah.
And like you can't just constantly fight with them because they're different.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my mom was always like, yeah, both of them were very big on just like, hey, you need to be nice. Like even as a kid, when somebody would give you something, like, what do you say? Thank
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Say thank you.
Yes.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah. And if I could be contrarian again, maybe
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
bit,
go
and
for it.
spice things up. It might not be that necessarily, because some people can take two different views of this and be like, all people are right, or it's respect all people, because you have certain convictions about the world that you think are true. Maybe you're still figuring things out. So it's like, it's not that I don't think that Christianity is subjective, or the way we view the world is subjective. Like, I obviously do have a belief that Jesus was real person, but also claimed to be God, and he rose from the grave, and all of that did happen in history. But it's also that I respect other people have different viewpoints, and we can talk through it and have a conversation. But it's not that I just kind of surrender to neutrality in that. Otherwise, I wouldn't actually believe it. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have a faith in that worldview.
Yeah.
So
You have your faith, but
yeah.
it doesn't stop you from like having conversations
Absolutely.
with people who don't.
Yeah, and that's.
Do you think that's rare?
It depends. I've heard people's experiences are like bad. I've heard people's experiences, but I haven't had that experience in my life a whole lot, really. Like, I've mostly had good conversations with people about it, and yeah.
I would say for the most part, like most, like let's just say religious in general, like it's nothing. They don't push it or anything like that.
Right. Yes.
It's their own thing.
Right.
And if you want to talk to them about it, they'll talk to you about it.
Right.
But
And and it's like they'll be ready to defend it, but not say you have to do this.
Yeah, or like you're a bad person because you don't do the same thing I do.
Yes, exactly. And the funnier thing is I might view it more as, oh, I just think we're all bad people because it's a fallen world and we all we all mess up, right?
Concept. Yeah.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, of being human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. And that's something we can all agree on.
Yeah.
The world isn't the way it should be.
No.
Like there's something went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, and continually going wrong.
Right.
But there's also a lot of good.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
I think it's definitely like worth it.
Yes. Yeah. I hate it when cynicism like makes you blind to how many amazing things happen.
Yeah, like the world's going to shit, what's the point?
Right.
Like I don't subscribe to that at all.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
Like, well, let's go down with the ship fighting,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, because we've gotten here because some people are fighting.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt there's certain things that have grown in history because people fought for it.
Yeah.
Like hospitals or freedoms and different things like that.
Democracy.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. If people had that mindset the whole time, we wouldn't be in a great place right now.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Well put. I just, I wanted to touch on that because I just think that like are just coming from very different backgrounds. Like the fact that you and me still get along, have things we share, compassion over and passion over, and we don't like let differences sort of divide you.
Absolutely.
It's
yes.
just like so. I love preaching that kind of stuff because just the world's so divided. You vote for this political party. Okay, well, if you vote for this political party, fuck you.
Right.
Oh, I practice this religion and you practice this religion. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work.
Yeah. Or we could just say, oh, so why do you believe that? Or tell me more about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, do you believe in being nice to people? Yes. So do I.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's one thing we can agree on. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Or like something we disagree on. It's like, I disagree on this because this, but we might both have different opinions on it, but we respect sort of our opinions, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And you try to understand where someone's coming from. Like, are you familiar with the term straw man? In arguments.
Strong. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I don't even remember why it's called that. It's some kind of analogy.
Strong man of conversation.
Sorry, no, there's strong. Oh, sorry. There's strong man and there's straw man. Straw man is to misrepresent someone's viewpoint.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can
sort of like a gaslighting.
Exactly like gaslighting. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the opposite of that would be to understand why they think that way, and maybe you still do disagree with them.
Sort of me being like, oh, Christians do this, but I'm not a practicing Christian, so how could I have an opinion on it?
Right.
You should maybe ask someone who's Christian.
Exactly.
That's sort of what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. And vice versa.
Just true.
Hey, quick break. It would mean the absolute world to me if you pause this episode right now, went to Spotify, and hit the follow button. Or better yet, you can leave a review or even a 5-star rating if you're feeling good today. And if you're not already, you can follow the podcast on Instagram or subscribe to the YouTube channel, or even if you just want to share an episode with a friend who you think would love it. I would really appreciate it. Any little bit helps the podcast grow and keeps great conversations like these coming your way. And who knows, you might even be on the podcast next. Now, back to the episode. Yeah. 100%, man.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I just wanted to, I think that was like something special you may had I wanted to bring up.
Absolutely.
I try to avoid religion and politics, but you and me always have such a healthy conversation about it.
Right.
So I figure like, you know what, I think it'll go smoothly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing before you go, just because like I don't write questions per se, but sometimes I have a speed round.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Would you be interested?
We'll shoot them out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Anything else you want to touch on or dive deeper into before we like?
Not a whole lot, but one thing I did want to ask you about is like you've been to Peru.
Yeah.
and I just went to Peru for the first time
Really?
last year too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's put this questionnaire off to the side.
Yeah,
for a
so I
minute.
wanted to ask
Time
what
is
your
it?
experience
Oh,
was
it's only
there.
3:10.
Oh,
We
okay,
got time.
perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I would consider myself to be very fortunate and very well traveled. So I've been to a lot of different places.
Right. Yeah.
Just to set this up, Peru, I think, is the coolest place I've ever been.
It's cool, yeah.
There's layers to this. So, one, stunning country,
Yeah.
mountains, jungles, like crazy stuff there.
Right.
Just that alone is just to witness it is amazing.
Yes, yeah.
Two, culture, like the food culture there. For people who don't know,
El ceviche.
ceviche. What's the alcoholic?
Pisco sour?
Pisco. Yeah, pisco. Super strong. Be careful. Also, the potato originated in Peru. If nobody knew that,
Really?
that is where the potato is from.
I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
when I went, I remember finding out about different colored potatoes.
Yeah, that's where it came from. So Europeans, colonized and brought it back, and
Right.
brought it back to Ireland, and that's why Ireland's known for it. And
No way. Potatoes aren't
From Peru.
natural to Ireland.
From
That's
Peru.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Because you think of potatoes when you think of Ireland. Yeah.
or Prince Edward Island or Idaho.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, from Peru originally.
Oh, wow.
And then on top of that, the history. So like
Right.
I before I went, I read a novel on like sort of the last Incan. I don't know what he would be, not a king, but like I forget the term, not an emperor, but an Incan, a king essentially.
Leader.
Yeah. And sort of the rise and fall of like the first introduction of them discovering Peru,
Right.
and then the very last king to sort of survive. And I read all of that before I got there, and then I got to see the ruins, and also like how are they building these things? It's sort of like Egypt. I feel like the Incan Empire, the Aztec Empire, like all
Yeah.
those structures and like how precise it is and how they moved 100,000-ton stone blocks.
Now I actually feel like I'm on an episode of Rogan.
Right?
Now we're talking about the pyramids.
Tinfoil hats, but like just
No, just the wonder of it.
the wonder of
yes,
and even so I did the Inca Trail. It's like some of these stone steps are 10,000 pounds, and these things go from the bottom of mountains to the top of the mountain, back down the other side of the mountain, and they go over multiple mountains.
right
For like 30 miles.
yeah, it's crazy.
How?
Yeah, I didn't actually. So I should specify. I didn't go to Machu Picchu. I was in one city in the south the whole week called Arequipa.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I was filming a video down there,
Okay.
and but I didn't get to see those iconic things that you see
Well,
usually in Peru.
I'm
yeah.
sure you saw some cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's the whole city. It's way different than the north because the north is like Amazon comes in. It's jungly. It's still got the Andes down there, but it's like deserty,
Okay.
kind of dry. But there's a volcano kind of silhouetting the whole town called El Misti, and it's huge and it's beautiful. And yeah, no, it was a really awesome town. It was someone I knew operated a charity down there, and so it was like volunteer pay for the video, but he paid for the trip to go.
Oh,
so
score.
yeah, absolutely, yes,
Score.
yeah, 100%.
How long were you down there for?
Just 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the same area?
Yes.
Yeah, for the week.
Yeah, I did have a layover in Lima,
Okay.
and my flight got delayed, and I stayed in a hotel, so I saw a bit of Lima.
A bit of Lima?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, people don't realize it's like a whole. People don't generally, for the most part, I would say, go past Mexico. Like, you go to vacation to Cancun and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you go to Lima, and it's like this thriving city the size of Toronto.
Or maybe even South America. People might think of Rio, a huge, beautiful city.
Yeah.
But then Lima feels like this kind of hidden gem. I think it's one of the most populated cities in the Americas.
I think
Lima.
so.
Yeah.
On the water, also like one of the food capitals of the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like famous Michelin star restaurants either
okay.
come from Lima or like currently have a restaurant in Lima.
Right. Yeah.
So I remember watching this one. I think he was in Lima, and he had this famous dish where there's a certain kind of ant he forages for in the jungle.
Oh, wow.
And it tastes like a lemon. It's like kind of a citrusy kind of flavor.
Right. Yeah.
And he started incorporating this ant into one of his dishes.
Sounds gross. Probably tastes amazing though.
Probably tastes amazing. You know, the whole concept of eating bugs, I feel like, is a stretch.
Right.
Like I've had them. I've had crickets before.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's like it's sort if you can like get around the concept of it,
Right. Yeah.
it's fine. But I think he was just sort of trying to connect indigenous cuisine into modern cuisine. I think that was
Right.
sort of his concept because they would eat those ants a lot just because of the flavor of them. So
Right.
yeah,
That's cool to connect the culture and history to the
Yeah.
food and all of that.
it's there's art involved there,
Right.
I think, and some obviously history. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Peru.
It's cool. Like it was kind of like we did travel with my parents growing up. Like we've been to like a few resorts in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and the States. But that was like the farthest trip I've ever done. Like I'm not as well traveled, so it was the first time going to a different continent, and yeah, it was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go back in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And probably there's lots of other places in South America that look really fun to go to as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Like Patagonia
Yes.
would be,
Yeah.
would be an amazing trip to go to. This guy.
Yeah, or even parts of Brazil, I think would be cool.
Yeah, I would like to see Rio, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Rio would be cool to see. There's Chile, which is an amazing wine region.
Right.
Argentina, maybe stay away from. Is that the one that the U.S. is having all sorts of issues with right now?
I
Do you
can't
keep up with
remember.
world politics at all?
Not geopolitics a whole
Okay.
lot. Yeah, I don't know.
They've
Yeah.
been blowing up a bunch of boats with
Oh,
smugglers
gotcha.
on it, and I think a lot of them are coming from Argentina.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I could have that.
Or maybe it's Chile? I can't remember. Yeah.
I don't think it's Chile.
Oh, okay.
There's one problematic country in South America that the U.S. has major issues with, and
Right.
have always had major issues with.
Right. Colombia?
Well, I mean, that's where what's his face is from.
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. I think there obviously that happens there still, but I don't think it's anywhere near, the Pablo Escobar days. Where
Right.
He's,
Yeah, I think I heard Colombia's gotten like better in a lot of ways.
I think
like
so.
from those things.
But even Peru is very advanced.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
I was
have
shocked.
there.
Their dollar's actually not that far away from ours.
Really?
Peru. I think from when I went there, especially compared to Mexico,
Yeah.
because me and my wife, our honeymoon was in Mexico, and you like when you're eating places, you see like how many Mexican dollars it is, like for a Canadian dollar.
Yeah, the pesos.
Yes. Yeah.
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 But yeah.
But
That's-
Rio. Sorry.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, there's a meme online where the format is like, this spot is so beautiful, it's such a hidden gem, and it shows a location, but then it starts to slowly show pictures of another location, like as a joke. And there was one for Hamilton, and they're like, I can't believe how beautiful Hamilton is, and it starts showing like the Niagara Escarpment in the water, and then it just slowly starts showing photos of Rio, and you don't even notice, and they're like, oh, Hamilton is the most beautiful city in the world. And I'm like, wait a minute, since when is there cable cars and giant mountains in Hamilton?
Somebody hired somebody to do some kind of Hamilton propaganda.
Propaganda, yes. Yeah. No, it's a funny meme format, though. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that gives me to the first question of my rapid
Right.
list here.
Yes. Yeah.
Dream wedding location to shoot.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I haven't really traveled for a wedding at all, but I would love to do that one day. To do, travel filmmaking. Like, definitely only shot in Ontario for weddings. Probably Italy. There's so
Okay.
many like wedding venues there that are like built for that, luxury wedding venues,
Oceans,
and
vineyards.
yeah, it looks amazing.
Old architecture.
Yes.
Yeah, Renaissance architecture.
And that's one thing that we were kind of talking about earlier. I was like, one thing that can make a difference in your video that's not up to you is what you shoot.
Mhm.
And you don't talk about that as much, is like you can try your best to become an amazing videographer, and you can. But there's a difference between shooting a wedding in a church with a yellow carpet and
Yes.
weird lighting,
Yeah.
and like this amazing venue,
Yeah.
people see and I love shooting low key weddings. Like I think I'd mentioned to you, like way down the line, because it's a huge goal. it would be so cool to get into the luxury wedding market. But it's not necessarily because I don't love shooting low-key weddings, like backyard barn weddings. They're so fun. It's just about what's sustainable for business
Yeah.
and different budgets and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
doing it full time. So
I booked, like, I'm not really filming weddings anymore, but I will book the occasional one.
right.
And I booked one for next summer. It's a backyard wedding.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, this is great. It's not going to be like
So
huge,
chill. Yes.
overwhelming. It won't be very demanding.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, it'll be very intimate.
Yes.
And it's always nice because I think the couple, you can tell they come off more comfortable on screen because
Right.
because they're just at their house.
Right.
It's in their
Yeah.
backyard. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like this venue with lots of staff staring at you. And,
Right.
Because weddings can be very intimidated.
Yeah.
Intimidating.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially like if you get nervous talking in front of crowds,
Right. Yeah.
in front of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to, I try to calm people down because it makes a better video.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like-
Absolutely.
Don't like one of my biggest tips for people getting married. It's like don't fret on little things that go wrong because you won't really remember them or people won't remember them.
Yeah.
Like little things. Like don't let it throw you off for the day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even me, I was in a wedding party in
Okay.
August.
Yeah.
Got this custom suit made.
Right.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And do you know what a Jewish hora is when they lift them up on the chairs?
Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah.
So I was
yeah.
doing that, went to go down, and the pants split.
Oh, your pants.
Mine.
Oh,
It
nice.
was right before the reception.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna do? And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, like, I could either one, be really upset about this,
Yeah.
be really pissed off, and just have a bad night
Right.
at
Yes.
one of my best friend's wedding.
Right. Yeah.
Or I could just be like, well, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
This happens. Can't believe it happened to me.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go get a drink.
Yeah.
And it turned out the wedding coordinator sewed my pants back up. So she likes to keep fishing line on her because it's really strong. It's meant to
Okay.
pull fish out of the water
Right.
as like a backup to sew split seams together. It's not
Wow.
super pretty.
That was the wedding coordinator. That's
Yeah.
amazing. See, those are like things I'm talking about. This is kind of in a different direction than what you were mentioning, but like just getting better. She learned that lesson over the years. She obviously knew, oh, it's good to have this as a backup.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many little things. Like I listened to a wedding videographer podcast, and they're like, we bring Apple MagSafe chargers now because we've had planners who are like their phone's about to die, and we want to be the hero for the planner because it's great when a planner loves a
Yeah.
videographer. Yeah.
Or even just like yourself now, you're so experienced with weddings. It's like, when they're putting boutonnieres on, they're like, oh, where does it go?
Right.
Like, oh, right here. Let me help you, right?
Yes.
And it's just like that extra bit of professionalism that
Right.
you're adding on top of your job that isn't related to your job,
Right.
but like you kind of need them to put it in the right spot so you can film.
Yeah.
So
And I've had to learn not everything I learn is about a camera or an editing software.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
it, a lot of the work is just like communication with
Yes.
the
Yeah.
person that you're in front of the camera,
Right. Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
if they're nervous.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make their day as chill as possible. It doesn't
Yeah.
always have to go down to the exact schedule.
And not
Schedules are more like guardrails.
Yes, because
Yeah.
they never go.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a wedding go on time?
Nope.
Yeah. neither
Yeah.
have I.
Well, on time, but never maybe exactly as the schedule was planned out. They always change something last minute
Cut
or
this out. Or
right.
running, like,
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like not being a distraction. Obviously, you don't want to be like 2 feet from someone's face with a camera right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some things are just common sense. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like you
Concept.
see videos on Instagram of like a videographer and they've set up a tripod, but it's like right up by where the parents are in the middle of the aisle. I'm like, just get a
Yeah.
tighter lens.
Or like I've even had it when I was first starting out. I was like getting a shot of the cake, right?
Yes.
Photographer comes right in, starts snapping pictures like I'm not even there.
Right. Oh, like in your way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you've had anything like that happen.
A few times.
Because you don't have control over who your coworker is for the day.
Absolutely. But then again,
You are
that
coworkers, though.
comes down to communication.
Exactly.
And I always try to build a good relationship with the photographer when the day begins. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll stay out of your way.
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
tall. I usually like standing behind you and
Yeah.
going over you. Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, and I don't mind it because, like, I'm aware videography comes secondary sometimes.
Yes.
Which is
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, hey, you go where you need to go, and then
Right.
I will just be with you.
Right.
So if you
yeah.
decide that you want to go over here, I'll just come with you.
Right. Absolutely.
And
yeah.
You stay out of each other's shots.
Yes.
Like someone has to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's give and take, you know? Sometimes you got to give a little bit for things to go smoothly.
yeah.
Instead of fighting each other on shots and where you're going to be.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's like one of the first things I do. I'll introduce myself to the photographer. That way they're not like weird around me or anything. We broke the
Yes.
ice. Hey, I'm Drew. Nice to meet you.
yes.
By the way, not sure what your plan is.
Right.
Like when they come to the aisle, like where are you going to stand?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to
yeah.
stand here. Great. Do you mind if I just stand beside you? No, no problem. Perfect.
Right.
And then the whole, hopefully, goes smoothly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I mostly had good experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I've only had like a few.
Right.
Bad
Yes.
ones. And then
yeah.
you get to know the photographers and you become friends and then you recommend each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last one was a recommendation we shot. That was
Oh, really?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
a photographer? Well, I was gonna say, it very rarely happens the other way around.
Yeah.
Where a videographer gets a chance to recommend a photographer, but
I do though.
oh, you have?
Yeah.
Like you've had people hire video only first?
Or it'll be like a relative or a friend.
Oh,
saying,
yes.
hey, you know,
yeah.
like my cousin's getting married next April or whatever, or August. She'd be like, hey, do you know any photographers?
Right.
Right. She's not
yeah.
looking to hire me, but she
Yeah.
knows that I know
Yeah.
a bunch. So I'm like, oh, okay, this person, this is their style. Hey, this person's great. They're a bit cheaper.
Right.
You know, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite piece of gear right now.
Oh, yeah, probably just my new cam that I got in June, my Sony FX3.
Ooh.
That's awesome. Yeah.
What about it?
Color's way better than
Yeah.
it was on my A7 III.
Is it a higher bit rate?
10-bit. I think my old one
Okay.
was 8-bit.
Okay.
And S-Log3 Cinetone. It's been good.
Combining the S-Log3 with the 10-bit,
Yeah, because
like a
I've
world of a difference.
yes, yeah,
Because I'm working with 8-bit S-Log2.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, which is still really good.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you can manipulate it more, right?
Yes, yeah. The body is amazing. There's like one little thing that shouldn't be that great, but there's a tally light when you press record. It lights up red in multiple places, and it's
Ooh.
really satisfying. But it's also like good, like you're recording.
Yeah.
Like the
There's
light,
no doubt.
yeah, the light is really big because there's always that meme online about like you finish the interview and press
And cut.
cut. Oh, it starts recording. Yeah. So that's awesome. My other one could only do 4K up to 30 frames, which again, before we were talking about, it's like you don't really need that, but 4K has become a bit more of the standard. So I like having the option to zoom in. So when I can film 4K in 60 frames and 120, I like that option as well. That's really nice to have. Autofocus systems are great, and yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I've worked with FX3. It's wonderful.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And affordable for
Ye-
what it does.
Yeah.
For what it does.
Yeah.
Because like anything above that, you're looking at the 10K range.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Starting. So, most underrated filmmaker right now on YouTube or Instagram.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah. Anyone you're like sort of watching right now to pick up some skills from that?
I go in and out of moods with
Yeah.
things, so it's been a while since I've actually been like binging videography YouTube content. But there's this one underrated guy, but I can't remember his name.
Oh shoot! See, this
We
is
need
what-
Drew.
We need Drew or Brandon or
Yeah.
yeah.
He is based out of Edmonton,
Oh,
and he
okay.
films corporate events.
Okay.
And he taught me a lot about the world of event videography, even a bit outside of weddings. And he does not have very many subscribers at all, but his content was super helpful. I'm like, oh, I never like knew you would do that way and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a legend. Follow him on Instagram, but he's so small. Sometimes I DM him. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I've done that. There's
Yeah.
a guy I really like from Australia. He's much bigger now,
right.
but his name's. Do you know Lewis Potts?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lewis Potts is like I've talked to him over Instagram.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is way before he kind of blew up a little bit,
Right.
but he still had
Yeah.
a decent following, like
Right.
50,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is now, maybe in the hundreds, I would assume.
Right.
His stuff is great because he's not only like, I think those are sort of my favorite YouTubers. Is they're not only in the industry currently working on sets,
Yeah.
but they're also doing YouTube.
Right.
It's like a lot of big YouTubers are just YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I think that's why also Jesse Sanko, if anyone's listening, go follow
Great.
Jesse Sanko YouTube is fucking real.
Yeah, he's
Like,
awesome.
All of his advice is like non-gear related for the most part.
Yeah.
And if it is gear related, it's like it's going to help you so much.
Right.
Whatever he's doing,
Yeah.
he fine-tunes something or has a process.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, going back to what we were talking about earlier, connections. You connected me to Jesse.
yes.
He's great.
Yeah, he's great.
He's not busy with editing right now, but I've already gotten like 2 shoots from people he knows.
There you go.
But yeah, so
Recommending.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was gonna say, these people maybe aren't like underrated.
Lewis Potts isn't underrated.
Well,
Jesse isn't
yeah,
underrated,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like they're not YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like people I follow that I absolutely love is Runaway Vows. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
See, so they're like big-ish,
Okay.
but like full-time filmmaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I got my start learning. It's like a quick online course that you can buy. It's not that expensive, but it just has videos. It's like watching YouTube, but it's a bit more specific. Like here's what you do for gear. It's like a step-by-step system. And one of the guys who used to be in Full-Time Filmmakers started a thing called Runaway Vows, and he talks about wedding videography. He has a podcast called The Rundown, and they've been super helpful with learning stuff for weddings and advice and upgrading, and yeah.
I bought courses.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah,
You're always a little skeptical. So you're like, am I getting scammed here?
yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
I've had bad experiences with courses and good
Yeah.
experiences with courses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like for the most part, like I
Yeah.
bought one from a sound guy. He had a sound course, and I wasn't looking to be a sound engineer, but I'm like,
right,
I'm shooting weddings. Like sometimes I can't afford a sound guy, so I need
Right.
to run sound myself.
yes,
And so it was very useful.
right,
Yeah, just
yeah,
basic things like buy this cable.
yeah,
It'll make it better.
right,
Stuff
Yeah.
you wouldn't like figure out otherwise.
yes, absolutely.
But also like one of the biggest cheat codes I find on top of like people on YouTube is like a mentor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It
It's-
speeds the process up.
It's crazy. Because if you're figuring things out on your own, it'll take you twice as long, or
Yeah.
maybe 4 times as long.
Yeah. And like even when you introduced yourself to me, like I was maybe 5 years ahead of you. It's like there's things that I learned in those 5 years that I could just pass along to you.
It's
So you don't have to go through it.
Yeah, and
know?
it's like when I married Alexa, and we were started to live together. She does photography now, so I was able to like just quickly pass off like all these quick lessons
Some
I had learned.
basic, the photography triangle.
Yes,
Yeah. Just
yeah.
something like that.
And she's great. She's awesome.
Yeah.
And you, I would consider a mentor.
Oh, I
and,
appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right back at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Amount of questions I like. Just your editing your editing skills are far
Yeah.
greater than mine.
Yeah.
So like, especially
Thank
when it
you.
comes to editing, it's like if I need to figure something out, like I'm blasting a text off to you.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you also connected me with Chris Atkins in Dover,
Yep.
who is a legend.
Yep.
You should have him on the pod sometimes. He could tell people about how he got arrested in Russia one
Yes.
time.
Yeah. So you heard that story?
Yeah. Oh, it's so many stories. It's
Terrifying,
crazy.
man. He was like filming reindeer or something in the
Yes.
Siberian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely. Yeah. There's a huge list, man.
Yes.
I wish I could record more podcasts in a week, but
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
until then,
Yes. Yeah.
it'd be nice to do 2 a week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, Chris is great.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, like I'm in Kitchener now, so not as I don't do work with him anymore, but I edited for him a couple of years. Tried to get his YouTube channel going, which is doing pretty good now. Like
Nice.
we started out at 1,000 subscribers, or maybe a bit less, like when it first started, and then I was there for just over a year, and it was 10K subscribers. Yeah,
That's huge growth.
yeah, it
Just
was fun.
Consistency, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, he's taught me so many things. Super great guy.
Yeah.
I also collaborate with Stuart Moser,
Stuart's
Stoic
great too,
Media.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just referred him to because I used to shoot real estate for my uncle, but I'm so busy.
Oh,
I
yes.
I could do it, but the quality would be not where I would want it.
Right.
And so I want to give him a good option.
Right.
So I recommend Stuart. And just so good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just so efficient.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rent gear from him a lot because he's
Nice.
got everything.
He's got a lot. Yeah, he was smart. You know, he kind of did it the opposite than what I did. He worked
Rather than slow acquire, he bought everything in like 2020, 21.
Yeah, but he grinded it out in another job.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
in a job that he's not doing now, made a bunch of money, and then transitioned over. So
Yes.
maybe that's one thing we can wrap the pod up is like advice. I'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
I have one more for you.
Dang.
These are
Sorry, I'm
great.
going over time.
That's okay. This is what the podcast is for.
Yes.
Long form contact.
Content.
Long form content. Okay. Is there a particular film that sort of made you fall in love with this industry?
You know,
Is there anything that, like,
what's
hooked you?
crazy? Before getting here, I'm thinking like, what kinds of questions is Drew gonna ask me? And I thought about that one. I think it was probably Inception,
Oh, okay.
which might sound crazy because that's like, in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a newish film.
Newer,
But
yeah.
I would have been like 8, 9, maybe 10 when I saw it.
Okay.
And like most of the films I would watch are just like, I enjoy. They're like kid movies and I love it. But I remember Inception being the first movie I would watch and I'm like, something's going on here. Like, I want to figure this out. It's awesome. I feel awesome after watching this, but like there's something going on behind the scenes, like
Yeah.
to the film. And I feel like a bit of a normie for saying it, but Christopher Nolan just is my favorite director of all time. He's great.
People like to hate on people when they blow up.
Right.
It's just,
yeah.
I think it's a human thing.
Yes.
But like, he is one of the goats.
Yes.
So like, say what you want. I think a lot of filmmakers I talk to make fun of him for what's the term? It's like sort of when you give too much information.
Oh, exposition.
Exposition.
Yeah. Especially
He-
Interstellar.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
if other filmmakers I know make fun of him for that.
Right.
But that's kind of what I was getting at when, you know, sort of shifting from videography to filmmaking. It's like there's all these departments that you may not be the best at.
right.
You can't be the best at every department. Sort of what a director does is sort of know enough of
Yeah.
each department so you can let them do what they're good at.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe he's just not good at exposition.
Yeah. Everybody has their strengths. Do you know the YouTuber Chris Stuckman, like the movie reviewer?
No.
He's one of the more popular guys for reviewing movies, and then that's how he got popular on YouTube. And he just made his own film recently, actually. And it got mixed reviews. Like, it wasn't like bad reviews, but people are like, his next film he should maybe just direct, not write the screenplay for as well. So just like you said, like people have different strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't I'm not a writer per se. But
I'm definitely not a writer. I wanted to think I was early
Same.
on, but I'm not.
same.
Yeah. Like, I think I like thinking of story ideas,
Yeah.
but you find out that's a different role too. You can think of a story concept and
have someone write dialogue.
Yeah.
I feel like dialogue's really hard.
Yeah.
The example I always like to bring up is Tarantino because his dialogue with characters seem very normal.
Right.
It like almost like chit chat.
Yeah.
Like some of the dialogue in his movies, like it has nothing to do with the plot or pushing the plot forward.
Right.
It's just like they're just talking about a cheeseburger in France, like a Royale with cheese. Like what does it have to do with anything?
Yes. Yeah.
But I think that's what actual conversations in real life are like. It's just you're just talking about not nonsense.
Yeah, well, that's why it's so hard too, is because I think I heard a filmmaker talk about before how, or no, a screenwriter, how he became good at dialogue. He's like, I just had to live life.
Yeah, you
Like,
said yeah.
I had to listen to people. Like,
Yeah.
it requires a lot of work and to
Yeah.
understand what real conversations sound like. And I'm like, oh, maybe I just want to learn cinematography.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
that's always the thing too when you're younger and you're like, I want to be a famous director. It's like all you want to do is that.
Right.
But, you know, you might have to live for 20 years to really grasp life.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
This cat. I cannot believe this.
This is great.
Okay. Last rapid question. If filmmaking disappeared tomorrow, what would you do?
Oh, dang. That's a really good question. If filmmaking disappeared tomorrow, what would I do? That's a good one. Well, at first, I would probably just find any job I could.
So you could pay bills?
Yes, yeah.
So that would be step one.
Yes, yeah.
Find a job.
Yes, find a job. Yeah, maybe like work somewhere that's not too crazy. Like I'm not too much of a handy guy, so I probably wouldn't do like trades or
You're not gonna
anything
be,
like that.
Fixing cars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like being outside?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. But for most jobs, that's hard because they're like office style.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. I haven't really thought of that before.
I thought about it myself, but I guess I have a few things on the go.
Yes.
So maybe I would just do one of those things.
Right. Yeah.
More.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, this kind of sounds like wild for me because I hated high school, but maybe become a teacher only because I heard about this one thing where for certain industries, if you have 5 years experience in them, you can go to teachers college and you can teach like a Comtech class.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, someone was telling me about that. Yeah.
So like, let's say you were a mechanic for 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
could you go and teach an auto body or like
Fairly certain, yeah.
Huh.
But you do have to do
like
like a bit of teachers college.
yeah, to
Which
get
is a
certified.
great time to do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would enjoy teaching, especially if it's something you're passionate about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I really like history, so I feel like
Oh, yeah.
twist my arm, had to pick something like be a history teacher.
Yeah. But I need to make this very clear. I would never be teaching anything like math or science or
No?
no.
No.
Yeah. I
always thought
almost failed grade 11 math. Almost.
really?
Almost, yeah.
math I was always very strong at, but
Yeah.
wasn't interested in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I always got like high 80s, early 90s for math, but I didn't like it. So I didn't want like I always
right.
thought I wanted to be
Wait, so you were just like naturally gifted at math?
I wouldn't
That's
say, I
awesome.
wouldn't say gifted, but
Oh, okay.
like that was one of my stronger subjects.
Came easy. Yeah.
My dad was very good at math, so
Oh, okay,
like
yeah.
if I had homework and I didn't understand it, he could usually sort of help me understand it.
Right.
But not everybody has a parent like that, right?
Right.
Like
yeah.
my mom was very good at like artsy crafty stuff, projects. Like if I had to present a project, she would help me make the poster or whatever you're making, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And then my dad's more it was helping me with biology. He's a paramedic, so helping me with biology and math, and he's doing math. He does a lot of math at work.
Yeah, my dad was awesome for helping out as well. I think he tried to teach me math, but I'm just a terrible listener. But like for fun crafts and stuff, I remember in grade 4, we learned about medieval times, and you had to bring your own weapon to school day, like that you
so
made.
like make one, like
Yes,
a mace or something.
yes.
Yeah.
And he welded a battle axe for me.
Oh shit!
It was so heavy.
No way.
Yeah,
Like,
it had a
legit.
wooden handle and like real.
Wow.
It was super dull.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if they would let you do that these days. Like even if it is
Be like,
dull.
"Oh,
Like,
weapon." Did you
yeah.
get a good mark?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And and you also had to build a miniature castle. And instead of using like super glue and stuff, we got real rocks, and he got like wet concrete in between
Oh.
and built that with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, we had to construction class, whatever I was taking. We had to build a bridge out of popsicle sticks,
Oh, okay.
and then whoever's bridge could hold the most amount of weight would win.
Right.
the
Yes.
competition.
Yeah.
So that was always fun.
Yeah. That's
You
awesome.
know, make triangles is always put a bunch of triangles in it.
That's correct.
That I do
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as that goes.
Pyramids.
Yeah.
Circles
pyramid.
back. Yeah.
Exactly. We're back to pyramids, everybody.
Yeah.
Aliens. No.
Ooh.
Ooh, maybe.
Great show, Ancient Aliens.
Right? You watched that?
Yeah, I've seen a bit of it. Yeah.
Interesting. It's
Yeah.
a cool theory.
It's just entertaining.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Is it still going?
Is what still going?
The show?
Podcast? I guess so. Yeah.
Like the Ancient Aliens?
Oh.
Like, are they
I
still
thought you
making
meant
it?
this show.
No.
I
Are they
don't
still
think
making
so. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a
It's
while.
gotta be what, like 10 seasons or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool concept. Anyway, another podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we wrap it up, that's what I wanted to end it with. Any advice for people? Let's make it more specific. Let's say they have a job and they're doing this part-time.
Okay. Yeah.
How do they know when to shift over to do it full-time?
Wow.
When is
I'm a
the
bad person to ask that question.
But you've done it.
I have, yeah. But like I did it like in a comfortable situation. But
Right.
then by the time I did start living on my own, like I was ready, so some people might have to wait a bit longer to build up that part-time before they can go full-time in videography.
Were you like sort of basing it just on like how many dollars you were making per month, or maybe you had like a certain size network built by then?
Yeah.
It just felt right.
It was kind of like I had entered a busy season and I'm like, I think I'm ready to do this.
Yeah.
And I think I was, but then you don't realize how you enter unbusy seasons.
I was going to say, how do you survive the dip?
Right. And earlier on, it was easier for me to do that. But like, you're always busy. You can always find something to do, like just, learning and editing passion projects and stuff like that. But yeah. How do you survive the dip? I don't know. What would you say, Drew?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Right. Yes.
But there are credit cards.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Not that
100%.
I recommend going into debt.
Right.
I also don't think there's any kind of shame in picking up a part-time job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think, at least me personally, when I would do that, it would feel sort of like a failure, like I failed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because, maybe I'm not cut out for this full-time work because I'm struggling right now.
Right.
But
yeah.
then you realize, there's ups and downs. There's busy
Right.
seasons and there's slow seasons, and there's take that money you make in the busy season.
Yeah. You got to be
and
frugal.
Make it
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
over top of the low season.
Right.
And if
yeah.
you don't, that's okay.
Right.
You just might have to make some money elsewhere.
Absolutely.
And I don't think there's any shame in that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like by now I've gotten busy enough where it hasn't gotten too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like especially in those first few years, you might want to start out part-time for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd say make sure you have like a float of money when you do.
Right.
So then that way, if you need to lean on it, you're not
Yeah.
leaning on debt. You're leaning on
Right.
a stockpile of money.
Yeah,
To sort
absolutely.
of get you through that dry period.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough though. It's like you said, different circumstances.
Yeah.
It might be different for somebody else. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to always objectively give out advice because like
everyone's life is different.
yeah, exactly.
Different skills.
I can tell you about the rules of filmmaking and exposure,
right? Because
but
that never
like
changes.
but business is a wild ride.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you learn it as you're going.
Yeah.
I forget what previous episode I was talking about, but we were talking about slowly adding things onto your contract as you're going. Your contract
yes.
gets slightly bigger because you learn more things.
Yes.
Putting revisions in and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't alter that's what I was talking about. I was talking about clients altering your work. after you give it to them.
Yes. Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, okay. Add that in.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for taking the time to come out here.
100%. Yeah, thanks for
in
having
the
me out.
snowstorm.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's what date is it today? November
This is the 9th.
9th.
November
Yeah,
9th.
first snowfall of the year, and it's like white out there.
Crazy.
Nearly. Yeah,
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're back to Kitchener?
Later on tonight.
Later on
Yes.
tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
via
Well, tell everybody your social media, like where to find you. Obviously, you live in Kitchener, so people know you're
Yeah,
around that area.
Yeah, I'm down in Norfolk a lot though. I still
Yeah.
consider myself a Norfolk resident.
For sure.
West Norfolk, actually, not like those high and mighty people in the capital city of Simcoe. No, just kidding.
Or the east shores of Dover.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, so much money over there. No,
Right?
the city. Yeah, Zachary Hiebert Productions. My name is ZACHARY HIEBERT Productions. That's my Instagram, or Ontario Videography. It'll also show up. And then for weddings, the Cove Wedding Films on Instagram. I started to separate general videography from my wedding stuff as well. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's I thought about doing that for a while, and then I did it, and I got way more inquiries.
Nice.
I'm very glad I did it.
Because
Yeah.
you're sort of,
Yeah, it kind of niches you in.
Yeah.
And and I've heard that advice in general too. But for at least general videography, I haven't picked up any industry enough to niche down yet.
Yeah.
So it might be an event or a real estate video or
It's in the general pool.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it. It's
Yeah.
like when somebody's looking for a wedding videographer and there's, a construction video mixed in. It's
Right.
like, oh, maybe we pick somebody who only does weddings,
Well, yeah, I do enough weddings where I can make a wedding page, but
Yeah.
I haven't shot enough construction videos where I
Yeah.
can do that, or real estate videos where I can do that.
I
Yeah.
struggle with that because
Yeah.
I filmed all sorts of things. And
Yes.
it's like, you want to show all your work because you want to book all that different kinds of work, but at the same time, you don't want to like make your website seem very chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's always tough.
It's very random. The most like recent event I filmed, which I was really excited for, was a disaster relief training camp for volunteers for a natural disaster humanitarian organization in Toronto. So super random type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not exactly a niche, I don't think.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nonprofits could be a niche. Yeah.
Nonprofits could be a niche.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Or like, I think disaster relief could be a niche, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
There's lots of things going on in the world.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
want more disasters to happen, though. It was just a training camp.
Yeah, and to film that all the time, I feel like might be a little depressing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So are you taking bookings right now for weddings or what?
100%.
room?
Yeah. Taking
Okay.
bookings for everything.
You hear that, everybody? Go book Zach for your wedding. You
Thank
have
you.
my word. For Zach, I hire him. I used to hire him all the time for weddings. He's my go-to. So
Thank you. Yes.
highly recommend Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, dude.
Love to film whatever you need me to.
Yeah. Holler at him.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Well, until next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Have a good
See ya.
week.
Hey you, you're listening to Just Drew, Just Drew, Just Drew.